What's up, family? It's your girl, JustPatrice, and I'm inviting you to log on every Tuesday, 1 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time for my radio show, right here and exclusively on blowradio.com.
It's all the way live. Stepping into a whole nother world, baby. A world of hardcore punishment.
I guess it's about time I speak my mind, huh?
The views and opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect that of the staff and management of blowradio.com, but are the sole comments from the host and guest of this particular show.
Log on to Live with JustPatrice each and every Tuesday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's emotional, it's raw, it's uncensored, it's real. Exclusively on blowradio.com every Tuesday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time with your host, JustPatrice.
Hey, what's up? This is Kanye Dawes in Milwaukee.
What's up, family?
Blowradio.com.
Yo, what's up? This is Sean Hinton, and I'm chilling today on blowradio.com. Can you feel it?
What up, y'all? It's Seven Streeter, and I'm hanging out with blowradio.com.
I'm Roxy H., author of How Far Will You Go for the Ring on blowradio.com.
Adiós mío, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe. Just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. So take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Then lay your troubles down. When you're tired of all the drama, makes me wanna holler, yeah. I know you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
1, 2, 1, 2. What up, fam? JustPatrice. We are live. I want to thank y'all for logging on to blowradio.com. It's your girl, and we back up in this bitch. It's Tuesday. My energy level is like way up here, so I want y'all to take this ride with me. My girl and my sister is Freebie is in the building. Us gonna have us a damn good time today, but right up and back. So check this out. Check this out. Feeling like Kotter up in this bitch. Welcome back to you, girl. Come on, party with me one time. Let's go. Let's go. Hey.
Welcome back.
Hey, man. How you doing? You good?
I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got the style for me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut, I know they gon' fiend. Everything Mississippi to the Palm Springs. Girls from brunettes down to blonde queens. These young boys don't know what a Don mean. I'm just a bad boy, gone clean. I'm the diamond chain choker, always remain sober. Don't drink liquor and all the game's over. Need a plane, I explain it to my broker. 3 box in the hood, top down, and ain't over. You know there's more, man, where that come from? Me and Kotter love rolling back to back in one. See the names have all changed since I've been around.
Hey.
But the game ain't the same since I left out.
Hey.
Ooh, we know we need you.
What?
Ooh, you know we need you. Right here.
You almost ready though.
We need you. Here.
What? Here we go.
Trice, real name,
Let's
no
go.
gimmick.
Hey.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Let's do it. You know they gonna cut all this out, but I don't care.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
What you saying?
Guess who's back?
Hey.
Back again. Shady's back.
Hey.
Tell a friend.
Hey.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
I got y'all. Know
I created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating, when I'm rocking the table while he's operating. You waited this long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the rag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicated. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So come on, dip, come on your lips, fuck that, come on your lips, and some on your tits and get ready, cause this shit's about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits. Fuck you, David. This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy,
cause it feels so empty without P. Hey.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. We need a little controversy,
cause it feels so empty without P. Hey. Hey.
Come on. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go. They were like, yeah, I'm never.
When you see us in the club, just show a little love, represent your side. Round here, if you stick, you get your hot one. My shot, but a couple of them down one. Belvedere in the rear of the club, pulled up on dubs, so we about to go and buy the bar up. So for sure we ain't playing, hang with no lames, walk and saying, hey, where the party at? Girls is on the way with a Bacardi at. Yes, we do. Follow the money talking all of that. No, I can't forget about my where the party at? You know my girl. Where the party at? Up in the club. Where the party at? If the party's where you're at, let me hear you say, oh, 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 where you're at. All the girls in the club,
club in their best outfit, just showing that skin, trying to make it on the spit. Where you been, girl? You and your friend need to come to the back. We got it locked down. In your white t-shirt or a three-piece suit, don't matter what you wear. All that matters is who you with.
Who you with? What up, family? It's your girl, JustPatrice, in this building. Want to make sure you are celebrating with your girl. We having us a good damn time. Welcome back. Glad y'all hanging out with me. Shout out to my boy, my brother, my family, D-Rock, for hanging out with me, for hanging out for me over these last few weeks. You understand what I'm saying? He held it down. Y'all held it down with him, and I'm so thankful that y'all decided to continue to show me love and show the show love. Make sure y'all share the video, because we got plenty to talk about, and I just feel like the world need to hear it. Man. You know what I'm saying? That the world, because why not? Because why not? And we said we're going to have us a good time today. What up, everybody? I see y'all chiming in. If you are logged on to Facebook, of course, you're catching the live feed. If you're logged on to YouTube, you're catching the live feed, because we out here like that. You understand what I'm saying? Also, you should be at all times logged on to blowradio.com 24/7. We got it all, because it's the only place to be. You understand what I'm saying? But we celebrating. My sister Freebie is in the building with me today. So if you want to call in and talk to us and jump in on this conversation, I want to make sure you got all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, okay? 414-885-4739. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. 414-885-4739. Make sure that you call in. We can holler at me. Call in and say, what up, Trees? You know what I'm saying? I see your comments. I want to show the love to the comments, but I'd love to hear your voice. 414-885-4739. You can always shoot me an email. It's popped open. We ready to go. Or if you just really need to and you want it to be private, go ahead and shoot me an inbox. I'm with that. You know, you can do it inbox to leave private. And I won't tell who you are, but I'm going to say what you said. And I'm going to read it exactly how it's said, and I'm not doing any corrections today. At all. Okay, no corrections today. Okay, guys? All right. So I'm glad that y'all with me today. I'm glad that y'all out here. I see y'all jumping on. Let me just show some love to everybody. Shout out to my girl, Jackie Holden, for joining the conversation. My sister, Tanine Fleck. Miss T is in the building. What's good? What's good? Let me see. Keep him Miss Thick with it jumped in. What's good, baby girl? Hey, now. Keep him Miss Thick with a good afternoon, girlie, and Francis Freeborn Morgan Air hug. Hey, honey. Ladies with it do on the wall. Sharnia Lee. Hey, baby. What's good? Lee. Look at us trying to connect around the. Look at y'all across the globe. Right? Bam. Sharice Holloman. Oh, the trap queen is in the building. Get them aggros, y'all, for sure. Oh, Tiffany Guy, it's your birthday. And yes, we're jamming.
Blessed Earth Day.
Look at that. It's the Leo season. Let me tell you, I saw a video on Jermaine Rideout's page about the Leo. And it's a man that had on a lion suit, and he was on the subway train, and he kept doing what is that? The Lion King, the cattle cars and the Lion King. Yes, walking up and down. I hollered immediately.
A little sense.
I'm just saying, listen, but apparently that's how Leos get down. I don't know nothing about that, but apparently that's how the Leo gets down. Shout out to my boy, my brother, Brian All-Star Franklin is in the building. Seth said for you to hit the chicken head.
Not me. He was talking about you.
What the hell he did? He couldn't have had a thought in that. I can't even. I can't dance. I got rhythm, but I can't do none of the dance.
If you got rhythm, you can dance.
It don't look good, man. It's not pretty. Shout out to my girl Tanya Clemens for joining the conversation. Oh, Vicky, what's good, Queen in the building. Crystal Ship, Rick Walt in the building. Nani Shani, look at y'all trying to jump in. Hey, look at, is that M. Nicole? Classic is in the building. Nicole, what's happening? And Lorena Star Marie. Look, I just want to make sure that I'm hollering out everybody. I see y'all out here jumping in. Who birthday? Today, it's your birthday, Seth. It's your birthday too.
It's your birthday too, Seth.
He said no Leo slander.
No,
all I'm gonna say,
we already had this conversation, Seth. I love Leos.
Fam, listen.
Y'all just crazy as hell. But
apparently so. Apparently,
I love Leos. My Gregory's birthday was 3 days ago, Seth.
Okay. All I'm saying is the man had a jumpsuit on. It was a little line, and he was strolling up and down the subway cart. Now, you call it what you want to call it. And all I'm saying is, Yeah, big eye side eye to the Leos. Big eye side eye to the Leos. Y'all strolling. Oh, never mind. All right. No. Yes, Tiffany, Seth, happy birthday, guys. Look at y'all with the birthday twins. Go on and get it up one time.
Y'all know it's like 4 other of my special Leos' birthdays today, too.
Look at that. Look at all y'all.
So I get along very well with August 4th Leos.
Well, there we go.
Because they are in abundance in my life. So August 4th is a special day for me too, y'all.
Look at that. So she loving on y'all. I'm gonna let Free love on y'all because I seen y'all in the Mean Old Lion stroll on the subway. So,
Mean Old Lion.
You understand what I'm trying to explain?
She ain't shit.
Sometimes I'm not.
She ain't never said she was either though. So
I would do the Kanye shrug, but that nigga crazy, and I don't need to do that. Even though he is a Gemini, I hate to be acknowledging that, but you know the president bitch is a Gemini too. So yeah, about those male Gemini.
He gives Gemini a bad name.
You give love a bad name. Yep, that's it. I just went there. And if y'all didn't know what that was, you're probably not old enough to be my friend. I just want to say that.
Yeah, you had to shit on the video.
Not today. I'm not. I'm loving on y'all. I love you.
More of them probably know that song than they know the other one.
You made me joke.
I'm sorry, I ain't shit either. I ain't never said I was either.
Okay, Auntie Cora. Hey, Auntie Cora. Lucretia, what's good? Your birthday is Thursday. Look at all.
Yeah, my Cretia Poo.
So what happened? Did we just do a open festival for the Leos to jump on today?
It is.
Well, hey, y'all. And hey, Charlene, how you doing? Thank you for having me back, guys. I've missed you guys dearly. I will have to say that I absolutely have missed you. Like, you know, this be like all of my little relief, my release for the day, my everything. You know, I try to come on here, and my transparency makes it so that we all bond. You understand what I'm saying? Auntie Rita, hey, now. Look at that. Look at y'all. Make sure y'all on the videos and all chopping it up and shit. We're going to have us some good combo today. So look, see how y'all shouting out? I appreciate that. I want to make sure that y'all continue to do that throughout the show because I have a new broadcast forum and I want to make sure that I get to see y'all comments. I see y'all logged in, but I just see numbers. When you comment, I can tell that you are here. So make sure if you own and I didn't get to shout you out, comment real quick and we'll shout you out. You get what I'm saying? Quentin, what's good? And we'll shout everybody out as best that we can. You get what I'm saying? Going on. But that's how I get to your comments. If you comment, then I can see you. You get what I'm saying? If you comment, then I can show you some love. If you don't, then I cannot see you. That's all. I want to see ya. Shout out to Freebie and the cookies and cream. Appreciate you.
You are most welcome.
Appreciate you.
You got to share cookies and cream.
Yeah. You do. And I appreciate it. I don't know if anybody else is appreciating it like I do, but I do.
They don't need to. It's just me and you.
Just me.
They'll appreciate us for appreciating the cookies and cream.
It's gonna be a song reference almost the whole show, just so y'all know that, because this is where I'm at.
What's that meme? 80% of my mind is made up of lyrics, so you can't be my friend if you
if you can't get
if
down.
You can't get down.
Come on, Krisha said it's her 50th. Oh, okay then. Yes.
Oh.
Dude, you look amazing. Come on, 50.
Go ahead. I miss you too, Krisha.
Yeah.
We can do some park time. That's still social
birthday.
distance. I mean, I come in folks' houses, but and I let folks in my house, but
not all the folks.
Not all the folks.
Look, not all the folks.
It's only a certain few. My family won't even come see me. Jerks.
I'm just trying to listen. Folks are social distancing.
Yes, my family is terrified that they're gonna kill me. So
because
they stay away from me.
Because free.
I think I'm all right now. People trust me because they know that my house is like completely COVID free. Like ain't nobody coming in, ain't nobody going out like
COVID
that.
free.
But they might not be.
Okay.
And they're asymptomatic. I know. I get it. I get it. But I have a pretty good immune system. When you say
you do, girl, don't let me find out.
I know the importance.
Okay,
I don't put my babies around nobody.
I'm not. Do I look like I'm worried about the baby?
It's just me. I just go to the store And I
hey, Derek,
I came here.
Right. A wide reunion up in this mug. Who? Derek Marks.
Oh my
goodness. And Donovan. I say, y'all, what's going? Hey, y'all, everybody, how y'all doing?
I don't know if I knew them. I might have left or was in a different area when they started. But I know Quentin.
Yeah, I know Quentin.
I haven't seen him since he was in his early 20s.
Girl, did you see him with the brim on? I don't know which birthday that he was celebrating. Did you see it? Are you friends with him on Facebook?
I think so.
But his birthday, just the one that just passed. I don't know. The one that just passed when they was doing the switch up, when they did the one dance and you was looking rough one day and then you like this and cover the screen up and then you
don't rush.
Yeah, the don't rush. I was like, okay, Quentin, looking like a grown man up in here. Sugar, we good. No new friends. Kiva said, don't have no new friends free. Kiva said you can't have
no new friends. Okay. But Krisha is my baby.
Yeah, no. She don't count. Krisha no
new people.
No new people. That's what Kiva said. No new
Okay,
people.
I promise I won't. I don't. I'm really good at making brand new friends. So.
I know you are. That's why I said
I do. And then I get friends like that don't want to like let me go. And I'll be like, I gotta go home. But I like to stay too though. So yeah. No new friends.
Okay.
No new friends.
I mean, have as friends as you want to. I'm not a no friend sharer. I'll share my friends.
Oh yeah, I have friends. Thankfully, I have friends now that are okay with sharing me. I had to let go of the friends who were
because that's psycho freaky Jason shit.
I got some psycho freaky ass possessive old people that I knew that were.
You got love that like make you so marvelous that the idea of anybody else getting any of that love could possibly make a MF kind of
away from me. I got love for everybody.
I'm just saying it's sometimes it ain't enough to share.
It's not.
Okay. Sometimes.
Oh, folks hate it. They hate it. It's all right. We're going to be okay, right, y'all? We're going to be all right.
Absolutely.
So I know some of y'all like that too. Don't want to be shared with anybody else and your friends get mad at you.
Did you see how Free just threw that tree? It's just a shade tree. She just popped it up like...
Especially y'all Leos. Ain't no shade there. Folks be trying to possess some Leos.
In full sprout.
Y'all tell me I'm wrong. Tell me on the wall if I'm wrong.
She just threw it in there.
I'm like, I know y'all know. I know Leos know what I'm talking about.
Look at that. I'm just trying. Listen, she threw it down. You see, like on the cartoons or on those was a sci-fi shows, and you just throw a seed out there and be like, full neighborhood up in this bitch. Trees everywhere. And how you been, sis? How you been? I've missed you.
I missed you too. I've been all right. I've been all right. The heat is unkind.
Okay.
And then I got a real bad habit of making sure that everybody knows how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. So me and my kids kind of stay in the bubble, and I like being at home. And one of my best friend lives down the street, so it's like we be good,
Okay.
But I be not really physically feeling it. So for every 2 steps forward, it's always 3 steps back, because when I feel great, I want to do everything, but then I don't feel so great about feeling great then in the days to follow. So it's an uphill battle, but I'm still here. I'm still cognizant. So that's the most important part. I am aware, and I know when to tell myself to relax and lay down and be cool. How are you feeling?
Where the party at? Girls is on the way, but the Bacardi at? Where the Bacardi? No, we don't have none. I don't have any.
You can't have none.
I can.
You got something already.
You know what? People been snitching on me for the past 3 days. Did
all
you just join the crew?
All I'm saying is you good.
Did you just join the crew? Listen. Good. So, dude, my sister don't even live here, right? And she called. She drove by to pick up some the massage oil, and because it was cars outside who didn't even have anything to do with this house, called and was like, "Mom, did you know that Tree's at the house and she having a party? I seen a guy going in the briefcase. I think it's the DJ."
She did not.
I swear she did.
Hater.
I was like, hello? She was like, I just thought you should know that I called mom and told her that she was having a
hater.
And then she said, well, where did you put grandpa since you got those 30 people in the house? I was like, it's no 30 here. She's like, who all these cars belong to? She was clowning me. I'm like, ain't nobody even I don't even see them. Look, I'm in the window like, who outside? I don't see nobody. She was like, oh, it's cars out here. And just so you know, if you don't get them cleared out, I'm calling the people for social distance. What you got?
I have something else. I'll tell you afterwards. Don't worry about it. You heard me rough.
Yeah, I need to see now. What you got?
No. It's a personal. It's offline, personal.
Okay. I felt like Jermaine Jackson. Don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet.
Easy come, easy go.
That's why she my friend. You see that? Did you see that? Bam, bam, bam. Did you see that? Bam.
Some good things come to any.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see it? Do you see what just happened? Bam, bam. I just throw it out there. Y'all don't know nothing about Jermaine Jackson.
That was one of the best songs ever.
Cause yeah, look at y'all.
Don't take that away from him. Don't y'all take that one away from him.
What was the other song that he had? Damn. What is the name of that damn song that he had? Come on, Jermaine Jackson. He only had like two. Well, he actually had three good ones. He had three good ones. It was Don't Take It Personal, and then it was come on, y'all. Come on, Jermaine Jackson. It was kind of fast. Tell me, are you
See, I don't know them
too good to be? No, that was Everybody. Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming was Everybody. But come on, what is the name of that song Jermaine Jackson had? You know what? Somebody on this damn live, don't answer. No. That was Everybody. No. It's like an S or something. It's a something. Let's get Krisha. Wait a minute, Krisha.
Let's get serious.
Hold on, Krisha. I think I love you in a whole nother special way right now.
Said, let's get serious right there.
Hold on, Krisha. I think I love her in a special kind of way.
Yes, Lucretia's the one. She's that one.
She throwed it up there.
That was
and it's a 30-second delay, and she was still on it like, here you go. Thank you, Krisha. You know what? As a matter of fact, I was recently shopping with Jay Riley, and I bought a series of earrings for her. And because you did that, are you going to see Krisha soon? Free? No? Okay, Krisha, how about we connect and I get you a pair of earrings. Bam. See, look at that. I got like 15 pair.
You know that I got a credit waiting on me with some customized
that's what you're doing?
And we still ain't got together. I'm like, Boogie,
y'all never gonna get together. Right? You gotta make it happen.
Yeah. I pop up on her, but for different things. You know.
Okay.
But I like them new ones, but I think my neck too short to wear them.
It's not. They gonna. Did you take? Nope. You take your necklace off, and then they just drape and make a beautiful
I need one
ear
of them.
necklace piece too. Look at that.
I need one of them because, yeah.
Yes, indeed. She said, You do have a neck. What is that?
I got a boobage
up
like this.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Boobage.
All titties. That's it.
Look at that. Oh, Tamika Brown. What up, baby girl? Hey, Rain.
Hey, honey.
How you doing, love? Look at y'all trying to jump in on. We gonna kick it for a minute before we get all serious on y'all. So we're gonna get.
We can still kick it in the series.
We're gonna have to kick it in the series. I ain't about to stay serious
just to see how people are gonna feel about it.
You think? So
I mean, if they do what is expected, then they just gonna be perpetuating it, and that's what I'm afraid of now.
Well, that's what's gonna happen. We know this. Let's not trick ourselves.
Okay. Well, I got hope for y'all. I do.
Well, somebody got to.
You saw me lovingly gaze into I do.
You see my face?
I got love for y'all.
Somebody got to have it.
I know.
I'm a realist, freezer dreamer.
I'm pragmatic, but I'm hoping.
What Cedric to say? I hope. We just hope, and I wish a nigga would. Okay, Free is hopeful that you guys, you know, and you see my face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cause nope. Hey Janice, how you doing?
I haven't seen Janice in years.
Really? Look at you out here. So we need to get out here. We need to get outside. Just one time.
We do.
One time though. And we're gonna be in the car. We're gonna roll the windows up and drive.
Yep. And then when they get their vaccine for y'all, when they vaccinate y'all for COVID,
they vaccinate who?
When they vaccinate them.
Oh, because what I ain't doing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When they vaccinate y'all. not y'all. But you know what I'm talking to everybody.
It's gonna have to be y'all. When I talk about the level of mandate, it's the level of mandate that I'm trying to tell you. I'm just gonna be like,
well, fuck, you gonna have to put something in there that's gonna save my life forever if you want me to take that shit.
Something. I'm just not prepared. I'm prepared for the no. That's what I'm prepared. I'm prepared for the no.
Yeah, absolutely.
You good? I'm saying. So I know we got a couple topics today. One of the topics that we're gonna chop it up today is who are we kidding? This shit is getting out of control. Okay. Or this shit is out of control. Not getting, it's out of control. And that is a couple of vantage points I have to address that. And then we're also going to talk about the conversation that you and I were having. Am I right? You want to give them a little?
That kind of adds into the who are we kidding?
Right. So can give them a little bit of taste of that real quick, Mama.
I'm gonna give y'all 4 words. Indoctrinated within the patriarchy. And y'all can see that whatever way that you need to. Bam. Indoctrinated within the patriarchy.
They're like, what?
Yeah. It's some deep shit. Like what? Even when you hear the phrase indoctrinated within the patriarchy.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
What is
y'all,
that?
Y'all are indoctrinated and y'all need to get out of some of these white man habits, especially with what y'all doing to y'all own people.
Janice said, what's out of control? COVID, folks not wearing masks, shooting, these fights.
Shut up, Janice.
Because yes, all of that. It is, fam.
She said what? What we talking about? Which one? Pick one.
Pick one, because it's all of that. It is all of that. And there's a big ass elephant that people keep looking around.
Right. Like y'all damn near breaking y'all necks to step around it. It ain't much room left, motherfuckers.
No, there's no room left, fam. There's none. And to the point where I know what if one more person bring it up, then delete me, bitch. Right now. Delete me.
Unfollow.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you're sensitive about any of the issues that are happening in the world right now, and I know please notice that I said the world, not just in the city, but if you are sensitive about any of those topics, just gonna log off.
Yeah. And especially if you don't want to hear anything about the way you treat your people, go and log off.
The way who to what?
Go and log off.
Here's your mirror. Here's your
go and log
mirror.
off if you don't want to hear that you've been in a fucking simulation and that's creating other issues, different diasporas, different toxicities, trauma bonding and shit out here, and then clicking up. If you can't handle that shit, then you need to log off.
Oprah said, you get a mirror, you get a mirror, everybody gets a mirror.
Right. And for real, y'all really need to log off. Y'all can't take that shit.
If you're gonna be,
because I ain't gonna argue with you, because I ain't motherfucking wrong. So
well,
and you gonna prove it if you argue with me.
Let me just throw my hand.
Right.
Yes. Long and short of story, if the shoe fits, wear that bitch. Kiva.
You got it, baby.
Kiva. Yeah.
You're gonna feel a little conviction. You're gonna think about it a little bit differently. You know, and I know I'm a hippie, so folks be like, "Oh, Free, you just be," but really, when you break that shit down, we all perpetuate that shit at times.
At times, and you know, and like I think about that, you know, which is why it's so easy for me to be open about talking about it, because I don't have no problem saying, "Yeah, I've done it." You get what I'm saying? And sometimes I catch myself in the space where I be like, damn, I got to do better. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when I can say that, the whole point is I'm ready to have the conversation so we can do better.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And okay, so you're not ready, then log off.
You got to be able to self-check. If you can't self-check, log off. We talking all around it. Like, what the
let me do my sugar shake. That's all I got. That was that. What do you call it? The chicken head. That's all I got. I can't do chicken head. That's all I got. And then even though music playing and I'm off beat.
That's the Tina Turner show.
I feel we be doing it then. Do it, Free. Do it.
That's a Tina Turner. That's the I'm somebody's auntie shake.
But I am.
Like grown folks auntie. That's the grown folks auntie. I got grown nieces and nephews shake. That would be me.
Look, you see me? Look. Because that's what I got. That's what I got. Dude, okay. So let me think. So for those of you who missed the update, I know that I've been gone for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. I had surgery. And by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? It was a good lookout, well needed, well overdue. Part 2 of a surgery that happened 5 years ago. For those of you who also know that in September of last year, I also had a surgery. So in less than a year, I've had 2 surgeries. But the celebratory part of that is that I've also lost 40 pounds. And I'm very excited about that. In my little young extra large jacket, ladies extra large, not unisex, but a ladies extra large jacket. I got me a little room around here. Excited about that. So I've been celebrating, trying to get my energy levels up because of all of this. I'm thankful that I had the surgery in September because it made the surgery this past June, July, whichever day, July. A little easier to manage. So I'm just thankful that I had some great doctors, and I honestly have to say I feel so much better. Like just in an overall sense, I feel like surgery was a good choice. You know, sometimes people have surgeries and they be like, damn, why did I do that? I don't feel that way. You're still healing. Do not. You're still healing. I know. That's how I felt when I got my knee done. Look, it took
longest 4 months of my life.
4 months, fam.
I know, right?
4 months.
But I'm like, it's been 4 months. Like it's been a whole 4 series of 30 days.
It's 4 months though, fam. Days. Okay, you had brain surgery. Okay, let's just go on and put it on the table.
I had brain surgery, y'all.
Bam, bam. Okay. Nigga, 4 months. And look at her.
Secrets out.
Look at this. Look at her.
I got my head busted wide open. I don't need another hole in my head, y'all. I don't need another hole in my head. I got a hole from the middle of my head to the top of my neck.
Her scar is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and it gives her her neckline character, fam.
Maybe it made me a neck. That's why I got this little.
She said it did stretch you out some, did it not?
It made me taller.
Did it?
Losing the bottom of my brain has made me taller.
Really?
I really did. They removed the bottom of my brain.
Exactly.
And put a plate in the back of my head. The secret's out.
She didn't need those cells, fam. Relax. Whoever is in there like, what? She good. Okay. She good. She good. She just want her body to do the cartwheels right now.
Yeah.
And she cannot do the cartwheels right now.
I can't even shake my head too hard, really.
And you should not. And you 4 months.
But 4 months does sound like a really long time, doesn't it?
No,
because you were in it, because you had just said
we're talking about a leg surgery.
I know.
This is my it's my leg.
See, I'm trying to validate the hell.
She trying it. This is my leg.
I know.
It's your brain. But you lay it out there. This is gonna put it here at the table.
All right.
This is my leg. It's your brain.
That's my brain.
One of these things has a greater function than the other, and is a tad bit more sensitive than the other. I don't know. One check this out. One of these things I can live without.
Okay. All right. Touche, pussycat.
I'm gonna say something. Hold your mouth, girl. Hold your mouth, Tree. Hold on, Tree. Bring it back. Bring it back. follow what I'm saying? Though,
I'm
sis?
good.
I know what it's like. I know how antsy you are, and I know you're ready. You a go getter. You're strong spirited. You're independent. I ain't even out here yet. I just want to be.
But y'all should. No, she out here, y'all. She out here.
Ooh, look at that. Do my
She
my old woman shit.
She out here.
That's how you be shaping in that girl. I'm trying to get right like my little sis. Bam! I was like, free. Let me get one of them.
Which surprisingly is another topic of today's show.
It is. Look at that. Bam, bam. So, listen. Okay. So since we're here on a bam bam, you get what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. I was just thinking, having this conversation casually about dating. Okay. First of all, I know before anybody say anything smart, y'all kick y'all rocks into the street. Okay. I can't date anybody if I don't go outside. Okay.
Me and my better currently in a love affair.
See, I know I can't meet anybody to date in my house. You understand what I'm saying? There's nobody here. And to look around
in my house.
I'm looking. I'm not talking about even on the porch. I ain't even been out to see the neighbors.
We out here like we teenagers again in masks in the fucking park looking at each other.
Looking at people like.
And look weird as hell because when I smize, you really need to see my mouth because otherwise I look like a psycho.
Right. So my sister and I were having conversations about dating. D-Rock said, yes, you can. He don't want me to go out. I'm not going to be dating. I'm not a dating app dater. You know, I'm on them.
I'm currently trying one.
Okay, look, I'm on them.
I am not impressed. It's the first time I've ever did it. They got these bots and these someone wants to meet you. Kiss my ass, Petey. You don't want to meet me.
Petey does want to meet you. Petey said hi.
No, they send automated.
No. Petey had to do something for you to get the automated.
Petey had his one free virtual message.
That's how you acting? That's how you acting? Petey might have bought the account.
Petey.
Okay.
Petey got.
Look, D-Rock trying to make us go on the dating apps. D-Rock, you know what happened when I showed you. That's a dating app.
Really?
Yep, and it is. But I got pictures and pictures that me and D-Rock have shared of the people that is on the dating app.
Oh,
and
I'm
saw like,
one that.
I showed you? Did I show you those?
I'm
like, if this is what the pool is like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, we in trouble. We look at me. We in trouble. It ain't shit out here.
Guys.
It ain't shit out fucking weirdos.
Dude, I seen this. Look, okay, it's not them. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you because I'm sure that there are some. Maybe it's my parameters that I'm listing. You get what I'm saying? look what I'm saying. This how petty I am. Okay, so this I'm so sad because I need to be better about. I'm not gonna be able to date nobody being this petty. Okay, I'm ridiculous. There's one guy who had his pictures up and everything free. In every picture he had, it looked like there was something in his nose. Okay, but it wasn't like a big nasty nothing like that. It was just
shallow.
I don't know.
I don't want to look at that.
I was like, okay,
why
so one picture
to be reduced to that shit.
I'm like, so one picture, two pictures,
that's a problem.
3 pictures. I'm like, okay. So you posted the picture originally and you didn't see it. Okay, I ain't tripping. When you post a picture, family, I know you've been to your page multiple times. You ain't see none of these pictures and realize that there's something in your nose and in these pictures and you ain't take it down.
He might have a mole.
That ain't a mole, fam. It was white.
Maybe it was a pimple.
Look, Lorena said, don't give up. My friend met an amazing guy online. It wasn't a pimple. It was a flick of something that should not have been there. And it was in multiple pictures.
So it was
and it wasn't
there,
in the same
or
spot.
was it the same day, different outfit change?
It wasn't even in the same spot, fam. I don't know.
So maybe he got like, what's the face flaking?
In his nose?
Yeah.
In his nose.
Like my nose gets dry and flaky.
Fam, you sweet. No.
I do. I'd be like, damn, you could have told me something in my fucking nose. But I'm also not taking pictures with that
D-Rock
shit.
said, PD said you can get it free.
Oh. Shut the hell up, D-Rock.
He's so petty. Lisa Mueller said, I've met some strange folks on some of those. You get what I'm saying? And listen, this one dude, all his pictures was in him in his bedroom and he was shirtless. I was like, sir, if you're here trying to catch you some.
But here's the thing though, and I know I shouldn't categorize them, but if you're taking pictures just naked, you probably ain't got very good penis.
Well, he didn't have very good chest either for you.
Oh, that's the problem. Because then I gotta look at you naked.
He didn't have very good chest either though. So he had this picture and you like put it away.
I gotta look at you naked.
But then
pecs.
Okay, so look at this.
Like
he didn't have that.
Male
he had man chest.
I mean, I'll take flat, but they can't be.
Folks,
I got enough hang time. He
had 40 plus man chest.
Oh,
not breast. He just said man chest.
So it was like you could see like his sternum.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
he looked like somebody granddaddy in the chest.
Oh, now I'm willing. I know it's gonna turn into granddaddy, but can it still be at least 45 and under until it turned into granddaddy?
So here's the deal. But they are granddaddies.
They are. Can you
I'm
believe
your
that
granddaddy.
Can you believe that
They are granddaddies. Ain't that right, D-Rock?
D-Rock is a granddaddy.
Yes. He's a precious. Yes, it is.
D-Rock is a good granddaddy.
D-Rock is a great
He's
dad.
still irrelevant.
What's irrelevant, fam?
I don't know.
What's irrelevant?
I'm gonna blame it on my brain.
I had to lean over real quick. Fam, let me lean over.
Blame it on my brain.
What's irrelevant?
Y'all know I had brain surgery.
I take it. I take it. What's up, El Renee? What's good, sis? How you doing? He said he a G-paw. All
right, I'm with it.
You're not a granddaddy.
Yeah, he's still cool. Like growing up, I knew that I had the cool parents. Like when you know that you had the cool parents, like it's a different feeling that you get.
D-Rock is one of the oldest young people I know, and that's my brother. I love him dearly. You know what I'm saying? But it's his Southern upbringing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he got old man spirit. Even when he don't want to,
he got old lady spirit.
D-Rock got old Arkansas
super old man
spirit. You get what I'm saying? Be like, who's sitting on? Okay, remember?
So he get to talk. He put that one hand in his pocket.
Yes. Remember my friend James? James got old man sit on the porch with sunflower seeds or nuts in his hands.
Yes.
He said, girl, them boys down the block. James got old man spirit like that.
Don't you? Let me find out. D-Rock walk with his hands behind his back like that. Get the fuck out of here! No, he don't. Can y'all tell I studied the hell out of my uncles, my daddies, and granddaddies?
D-Rock. He said, "Old man spirit, really." Fam, are you? If you're not working, I need you to come through. I know this is the last hour. Hit me up when you're done, D-Rock. Hit me up when you're done. Donovan said, "Yep, stay." Let me leave. Yep, I stay far away from some of these chicks. Ain't hitting on nothing either. I see them one more messy background picture and I'm going to cry. He said if you see one more messy,
I'm like that too. I don't like messy backgrounds. I don't like dirty mirrors. I don't like shit on the carpet. I be checking the floor. I be checking what's around you. I be blowing that shit up to see.
If your nails is almost as long as mine, I'm not going.
No,
I'm like, fam. If I go through your pictures and I see one of three coats, okay. If you got on a certain coat, I'm not gonna. I'm talking. The big the fur Parker, the if anyone I swipe left.
Don't stand to the side.
He said hands behind my back. Yes, I told you. I'd be like, bro. And if you got on more jewelry than I wear, goodbye. I'd be like, sir, all the rings. All the
not
fingers.
Necessary.
Oh, he got on rings.
Dirty.
On all the
you got dirty hands. You don't take your rings off.
He was in the picture like this.
Oh.
He was holding his necklace.
Oh no.
I even changed the age parameter. Okay, so that you have certain and okay, y'all might not know, but my girl Free know. Like Free likes older men.
I do,
and I like younger men. Okay, so we kind of, so our paths almost never cross. Because Ray be like, did you see he was so distinguished? I'm like, yeah, looking like somebody granddaddy. And she be like, oh, he was not. And they be handsome. And she be like, Patrice, whose son is that? He's not somebody. He is somebody's son, but he older. It'd be like that. So it'd be the difference. So we could probably date a son and his daddy. And look, so our ages are reversed too. So go figure that. It's crazy. But nonetheless, D-Rock said, yes, hand behind my back. Look at y'all. I'm just saying, it's something good going on today. Oh, look at my boobs. I miss y'all too. Oh, excellent. So I can't let me say, I'm not gonna say I can't. Okay. I prefer to not have extended conversation via text. We know this, right? How can you meet somebody and have a conversation with them on the app if you don't want to text them? I'm like, I'm not giving you my number. I don't know you, fam.
At all. You
have my phone number, then reverse look me up, and then you be outside my house, and then I got to shoot you. We don't want that for nobody.
I have a problem with people who have grammatical as well as spelling errors and use the wrong forms and verses and words.
Don't talk to me sounding stupid.
Like if I'm reading, I want to read your details, and if you got to spell T-O when it really should have been T-O-O, or there T-H-E-R-E when it really should be T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. Oh my gosh. Or T-H-E-I-R. I mean, there are so many different forms of said word that can be used appropriately. And if you do not, I'm like, oh, they're a fucking idiot. And I know that's unfair than a bitch. Y'all don't get me wrong. I know it's unfair because, they're good at other things. Not spelling, but they're good at other things.
Right. But but what you sound like when you talk though, if this how you type.
Exactly. And I automatically think like, I want a motherfucker to catch my mistakes when I put that turns me on like, oh shit, I'm fucking up, But no.
I'd be like, oh, okay. No thanks. Okay.
It's unfair. It's
one person
unfair.
Inboxed me and he said, how you is? Goodbye. Delete. Bye.
What?
How you is? At first, I looked at it and was like, "Is this a game?" I know. So
I get automated questions because they don't want to say anything original. So
they be scared.
I got one that said, "Ask me anything you want." I don't want to ask you shit, motherfucker. You reached out. I want to ask who the fuck you are messaging me so that I can look at your profile.
Who are you, son?
Right.
Who are you? Who ask me anything you want.
What's your idea of an ideal date, or what's your ideal date? And I'm like, clearly I can see from the automated answers or questions that they want to give you.
Okay, so here, let me help him out real quick. So, brother, listen.
But then some of
my sisters want you to be original.
Some of y'all want to send the same messages, so I'll get the same one.
What's
your ideal date?
What's your ideal date?
Clearly.
What's your ideal date?
Exactly.
What's
and
your
then
ideal
they never
date?
Respond again. So that's how I know that's that one free message they
so
get because they
petty.
ain't paying for shit.
I'm like, I'm not paying for it either though.
I mean, I don't.
And
either.
I message people I know, and I see the notifications and be like, I'm not responding. I know niggas be like, this bitch. I know they be like, but I say automatic. I said just FYI, I'm almost never on here. Off jump. I go through swiping right, swipe right, showing all this.
That shit gets annoying.
The swipe right is the ones that's how you show people that you like them. Swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, and then I
may be swipe right like 3 times,
and then I don't answer,
and then I'm left on everything else. It's like if I could take all of these motherfuckers and move them
at the same time. Don't even.
Why?
How did this come up in my selection?
Your motherfucking ass sitting on your profile like this. Why the fuck are you smiling like that? That's the problem.
How about don't nobody
you thought that was
I'll be like this. They'll be like this.
You thought that was a really good picture to post. Like,
this is my face. Look. I'm like, sir, where's the smile? Where's the smile? No, there's no.
Or you
smiles?
look like you smell bad.
That's the thing. I thought it was just me. It's just like Auntie Rita said, Laura, obviously, online dating is not for either one of you. I know, Auntie. That's our problem.
But we tried it for the sake of trying, so that we could never be hit with the. Well, maybe you should try online dating.
Well, okay. So, how do we not going outside either?
But let the record show
outside more than
that
me.
I'm not really trying to find nobody, so I know.
Freebie outside
and
more
so
than
is
me.
She. So it's like,
I'm
let
like,
me entertain it. Let me just see if there's
then I'd be like, never
another
mind.
motherfucker that just like sitting at home chilling and recuperating and watching movies
like
and
this.
shit.
What do you do for fun? I stalk.
And when did men think that it became like this thing because of the world we living in that you put in your profile that you love to hunt? Motherfucker, you ain't never hunted a day in your life.
It's so funny because D-Rock said you can be anybody you want to. I'm like, I can be anybody. Yeah, I'm like,
they all hunters.
I kill rabbits.
Exactly, right? Everybody's a survivalist. Everybody got a go bag. Everybody.
Oh, he could take care of me, girl. If something go down in the apocalypse.
Look, after a while, I think one of my friends told me, she said she gets on and she just asked them off jump, are you all lives matter or Black Lives Matter?
And
I
don't even want to know that.
Right.
I don't even want to know that. I'd be like,
this isn't even finna
you
get
can
that
see,
deep.
you can see. No, I it's not that that's messed up because I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try tonight.
No.
Let me see.
Nope.
No. This is so. Look, y'all see me right?
or the hopeless flex. You gonna take a picture in a scrub outfit, find some stethoscopes, put it around your neck. Maybe
he really is a nurse freak. That's not nice. He might be really a nurse.
Well, again, I told y'all I was. She
said, "Well,
I told y'all I was shallow." I gave y'all the precursor. Then I see another picture, and you can't dress, and you got on them Walmart special slip.
I'm glad that he got that on Walmart special slip-on shoes, because maybe that he's not into having to have them Robin jeans with your Robin.
I do appreciate it now.
Blinged out butt pants.
However,
Oh hell no. However,
then I'll see another photo of him.
Oh no! He got the jail pose?
And he got the jail pose. And you done cut people out the picture next to you. So this does not make for a good recipe, because at first it's like, oh, okay, maybe he is a doctor. All the reasons that she just gave me. Oh, what if? Oh, what if? But as the pictures get worse, there comes a time where you just gotta swipe left. Swipe left. To get the fuck rid of them. And then they will have the audacity to message you. Block. I don't want to talk to you.
Hey, Bree, how you doing? Auntie Rita, Steve, what's good, baby boy? Glad to have y'all join in the conversation. This is our woe. So Free and I are okay. So I'm telling y'all that. So we're giving y'all all the background. Okay. So we're having this conversation about dating, about deciding to get out and not have your resting bitch face on purpose, because that's a on purpose thing, fellas. Just so y'all know that. So you don't come over here.
I think that's another patriarchal thing too.
It's real, fam. That's
I think
real.
Men somewhere created the resting bitch face.
No, fam, that's
and
legit.
Then it was like, oh, so that's just another ploy to try to get me to smile and shit all the time so that I can make myself more available for you. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
I know, but I'm telling you, my resting bitch face is real. And you, in all the times that we've been to the poetry,
like a frown.
You have a frown. I have a straight up like.
I have just a mug.
My face look like don't come over here. Every time, but that's on purpose, because I really don't want you to come over here. I don't want you to come over here and try to pretend that to see if you can make me smile. You get what I'm saying?
She'd come her goofy ass over to where I'm at in the bar and squeeze my cheeks because I'm frowning, but I just look like a cute little baby.
Who did that? Who did that to you? You punch him in the stomach. Who did that? Who did that? Who punched you in the bit? Fuck right here. With that,
you look so cute.
Get your fucking hands off my face. Monique, what's good?
Why is it okay for people to think they can put their hands in your face?
Anywhere on me. Anywhere. What's that? Was you with me when somebody, he was like, I just want to touch your lips? I was like, you're gonna be so sad if you do that.
No, I was not. But I can only imagine.
He was like, oh, I just want to. I said, you are going to be so angry if you do that.
What a fucking
Why would you want to
shitty
fucking touch my lips? Where are your hands, man? We're in the whole.
Your hands probably smell like you've been.
Oh, and I just got nauseous again just thinking about it. I got so angry
because you know you scratched yourself, but you was sweaty and
you was gonna put your
why
schmegma.
your hands smell like that? Go
you
wash
wanted
your
to
hands.
put your schmegma on my lips. Unacceptable.
No.
I'm looking. I keep hearing it. Kitchen door. Back door. Hey Siri. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying though, why would you want to like, not to be funny? I'm not like, all jokes aside, like I literally in Freenode, I got a whole lip regimen. You know, like people got their things out. I don't like no bumps. I don't like anything weird on my lips or whatever.
She's very particular.
I'm very particular about my lips because they my lips and they on my face, fam. You know what I mean? Why would you want to touch them? I couldn't even speak. Folks, draw your hand back real quick, okay? Because I'm gonna get us both kicked out the club right now, or the bar, straight up. And I'm not, and I know the people that own it, and they're gonna be like, "Why did you do that, Patrice?" Girl, what name something people told you that you like? This is not a compliment.
You're pretty for a light skin. You're pretty for a plus size. What are you?
What are you?
Look. What are you?
Oh, like you exotic? That he thought he was
a nigga.
Free. Shut up. Oh my God. Dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh
you already knew I said that
nigga.
shit.
She said a nigga.
Yeah, just completely deplorable things said.
You're pretty for a big girl.
I was told.
Free. How many times you get that?
Oh, I get
pretty
pretty for a big girl more often than you would think.
I'm like, what?
Which is what we was talking about, because you
is
don't
that,
have
though?
everybody doesn't like what I am, and that's okay. But I thought everybody was taught human decency, so you would think that regardless of what my body looks like, that I still reserve I still reserve as well as deserve space for human decency. You know what I mean?
D-Rock said Hawaiian.
What?
Hawaiian.
That's what everybody say, D. Everybody says that to me. Everybody think I'm Hawaiian. I am black.
With a whole attitude.
With a whole attitude. With a worse attitude.
with a whole attitude, fam. Don't.
Yeah,
I mean, so
pretty for a big girl is
so like let's talk about this quote unquote sizeism. Yeah. How what's her name? Blonde chick Marilyn. That would be Monroe. Was actually full figured according to today's standards. Mm-hmm. Okay, before they readjusted the sizes again, and like was considered the iconic beauty. You get what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you get what I'm saying? It was an issue because even before then, and please correct me because I always messed her name up. And I know it's not Sarah, but is it Sarai Bartman? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I thought it was, maybe I'm mispronouncing it too, because I thought it was Sarah Barton too.
Right. They Americanized her name, but it's not. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she was. Oh,
you know, paraded around. You know what I'm saying? For
she made a mold of her body.
You get what I'm
like
saying?
Never ending now. Like mold.
Right. For the voluptuousness of her body, her curves, the size of her ass. You get what I mean? And then
Sarah Barton had a fucking
end
table.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Bam, 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 bam. And they were so fascinated with that. You know what I mean? And I say we talking about white people, but black people alike. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just be clear about that. And so how that has transitioned to now we're well into the 21st century. Okay. And come on, fam.
No, Sarge J. Sarge J. Bartman. The Hottentot Venus.
Right. They treated her like a vixen. You get what I'm saying? And handled her accordingly. You get what I'm saying? And so that all these years as we are paraded around for our physical presence, which is how we're supposed to find an initial attraction on these dating apps, you get what I'm saying? And then there's so many. Well, for a big girl, you're pretty. To be dark skinned or light skinned, you're pretty. You get what I'm saying? Well, to be, bitch, am I pretty or no?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
She's too pretty to be that big. I've heard someone say.
She's too pretty to
in
be
front
that
of a
big.
Yeah, and it was said in front of me, a big woman. She's too pretty to be that big, and I'm like, well, damn, is that what you like? You're a trash fucking person to say some shit
Was
like that.
that a woman that said that?
No,
it was a man. So, do you think that men are more accepting of size or women?
I think that women are more accepting of size. But I think it's because women share that empathy and compassion as well as sympathy for others because they know that it's a constant uphill battle. We look at women who are extremely thin that experience a similar feeling, but just in the opposite way. You too skinny, you need to eat, you frail, you emaciated, you know, I can pick you up and put you in my pocket, you know, all of those things. Extremely skinny people don't like being judged either. And while there's free speech, you don't have to say to me that I'm fat.
Mm-hmm.
I know. You don't have to say to you don't have to preface it with trying to find acronyms and voluptuous or all of this shit. I am a larger woman. I don't say that I'm a fat woman, but it's not something that's so underrated that it's like I know motherfuckers out here calling me fat. You know what I mean?
So what do you prefer? Do you prefer to be called fat, plus size, big, larger,
size,
curvy, voluptuous, like BBW?
I usually say BBW or curvy because I know that I'm curvy, but I'm also, even with full figure, that's fine too. But when people say hefty or chubby,
first of all, hefty just pissed me off.
Heavy,
just that fast. When you just said hefty, I felt
heavy,
immediately. But
chubby,
you know what?
Hefty, all of those.
Like those, I personally, I don't want you to call me any of those.
I'll take healthy.
I don't
because I know that can also be synonymous with plus size.
But I don't want you to preface my size at all.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's me personally. Like for what? It's clear. That's like saying you black.
Right. That's it.
No shit.
That's fucking
you
it.
You know what I'm saying? Duh. So do you have to say I mean I like big girls. Hold on. Who are you
and
saying
that's
that to
what
for,
they say
for you or
and
me?
They think that's
so you are validating.
Absolutely.
Are you looking for an approval for me, or you just let me know? I don't understand that
because I don't need reassurance.
If you over here talking to me, clearly you like
attracted to
whatever's
me.
here,
right?
Because this all I got, fam.
Right.
I'm hiding her in my pocket because this bitch,
nothing.
It's nobody here.
There's nothing. She told me something when we first started the show.
They said, is she in there?
There's nothing in there, guys.
There's nothing there. Just all I got is right here, though.
There's nothing in there.
What you said? What I tell you before we started the show?
She was talking about. I think we started doing this when I was in my 20s. So it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But when you said when you take your jeans off, your booty don't move. I was like, well, I guess I'm not so damn bad. You know what I mean?
Solid.
But
solid though.
It gets ridiculous.
Well, Dina Haslett said, "You're pretty" is a complete sentence. It is by itself.
Dina, I love Dina.
But by itself though, like
and
I don't want you to be like, oh, and then you walked up on me with licking your lips, got your the Mac eye on, your Mac walk, whatever. Clearly, you are attracted to something here. Why do you have to tell me? I don't understand that. You get what I'm saying?
And I'm not a secret fetish. I am not.
I've been a secret fetish.
I don't want to be fetishized.
I didn't want to be, but I was. And then when I realized that, I was like, you like big girls?
Because what is the problem? I'm still a woman before anything, right?
And I'm like, you like big girls,
right?
And I love everything about you, but your bitch is a size 12
because that's what society has told you that you need to do, and you are too much of a fucking weakling to be an individual and just be who the fuck you are, and that's in any facet. That's not regarding your attraction to me or any other woman for that matter. You need to do a fucking self check, and you need to realize that you've been indoctrinated into a fucking very lamb-like way of thinking, and you just keep on moving with the motherfucking herd. You ain't gonna get nowhere like that.
Listen, and I'm sharing y'all comments, so people, you know what I'm saying? Like, sir. Okay, so here's a conversation that I had with a gentleman. Okay, and like one of my girlfriends was like, Patrice, you was a little hard on him. Okay, and I received it because I was in all of my feelings when I responded. So we're having a conversation, we're having breakfast, and we're sitting down talking to a friend of mine. Now, mind you, just a friend. You know what I'm saying? Kind of friend, work client relationship. Now, I knew him. We're associates, and we were having breakfast, a business breakfast. In the middle of the conversation, I just got to tell you, and I was like, "All right, tell me what." I don't know. I don't know what it is about you. Strike one. Okay. It's just, and I've never really been attracted to a bigger woman, but you. Strike two.
Whatever annihilation that came forward thereafter was completely qualified.
You understand what I'm saying? I just, you do something for me. Strike three.
Every fucking thing that you've said, you selfish fucking fuck.
Hold on, babe. Hold on. It's okay. I got you. So
fucking
it's
angry.
okay. Don't be mad. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there because I'm letting him talk, and I ain't said a word. This is all happening like right now in one failed paragraph. Okay, and he's getting down and thinking that he is just complimenting me.
Special shit.
He thought he done said something like I'm winning because he's complimenting. And then he says to me, I mean, like typically I wouldn't want to be singing. Come on, with a bigger woman. I mean, I really don't know how to say it. A bigger, full, like a and he's doing this. Okay.
And y'all know
he's doing this. Woman, but I don't mind if we went out on a date or something. I wouldn't mind people knowing that I was with you. And I said,
son of a bitch.
Let me take microphone real fast. My sister just went off. It's okay, friend. He said all this, and here you go, babe. I'm just kidding. He said all of this in like a failed paragraph. Like he was, and I'm just sitting there with my breakfast, okay, and I'm looking, okay, and I'm like,
well, you got to laugh before
because I was like, are you? I said, first of all, sir, I don't date older men. Second of all, I'm older. I know, but you look like you could be my daddy. 2, you're not my type. You're a little too petite in the waistline, and that ain't really my thing. I need somebody that can handle and hold all of said this right here. And you don't look like you got that going on. Third of all, I've scoped you a long time ago, and your package looking a little like this way anyway. And there has to be, there has to be a certain kind of could you imagine the girth of my thigh?
You ain't got it.
And I'm pretty good at this. My eye is spot accurate. And secondly, and partially, and I'm going, and I'm like, and I just kept going. I said
10 toes
I'm like,
down.
and also, just so you know, the reason we're having breakfast on the South Side is because I mind people seeing me with you. So, and I don't want no questions about what it is we're doing, even though we're just here for business. I don't have the room. Somebody calling in on the line, whoever that is.
Hey, girlie.
Hold on 1 second, Keeper. Hold on 1 second. I said, and that's why we're on the South Side, because I didn't want anybody to see me out with you. I didn't want to have to explain that this was just a business meeting, because your energy kind of feels possessive, and I would hate to have to embarrass you in a situation like that. So
he already dead. Now she's digging his grave.
What we can do is leave now, because this conversation has ended, and anything that you thought else we was going to talk about today is over. I'm glad you're taking care of the bill. I'll holler at you next week. And I left, right? And he was just sitting there like, I didn't mean to.
That's exactly what you meant.
Baby.
You meant all of that.
That I meant every bit of it. Look, Homer said, see, that's why some men lie and play the game, shaking my damn head. Look, somebody is calling. Y'all not playing too much games. I got a call. Y'all hilarious. Okay, so look, let me see if I got this. Hold on one second. If I can answer another call. I'm trying to send that one off. Hold on, Key. Let me see if it'll jump off. Girl, what is it doing? Kiva, you there? Okay, hold on. Let's see if it'll let me answer. Hold on. Girl. Okay, so here's my thing. You get what I'm saying? I got you. I know that you there. I'm gonna take your call in just 1 second. Okay, love? Hold on 1 second. My whole point is, and just to go here, I like your honesty.
Appreciate it.
But the audacity that you are just such a stellar what's that? Adonis. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Thank you for logging on to blowradio.com. It's live with JustPatrice and my girl Freebie in the building. Caller, you are on the air. Is that you, Kiki?
Girl, did he really do that? Say that?
No, I'm not joking. I promise you. How do I verbatim? I can run the same conversation back to you right now.
But I mean, he did it as if he was playing some real sick ass game.
He
like
did.
It was like, so like we going home tonight type, like Denzel type shit on you or something.
He
like,
tried it.
but nigga, your mama big and your grandmammy big as shit, and your auntie them big as shit, and you love them all just the same. See, I have a real problem with dudes and that. You have the nerve. Girl, see, you good, because you was real professional. I'd have got real close to him and come to my so motherfucker smooth. He would have been saying, you know what, baby, I apologize. Yeah, nigga, don't you ever. But that's a shame that we got dudes out here that really think of that, and they think it's just so, like they're giving you a compliment. No, nigga, you're not. Matter of fact, you making your mama and them look bad.
You know what? Let me tell you, I don't have a problem with that. I was the first plus size girl that you found attractive.
Yeah.
But my point was, the audacity that you thought that you was fine enough. I'm glad
you
you're
were
confident.
even in the category.
I'm glad you're confident. I respect your confidence, but you're not my type. So I'm sorry that you went there, and that was like legitimately saying like I wouldn't. I mean, knowing him, I know a lot of people who see him and he's so handsome, but not to me. You get what I'm saying? And I personally felt like even within your confidence, you could have been a little. And if you didn't know, you probably should have asked, or been just a little less, schmeeness hanging. And figured it out, because if you don't know, then you got to tread a certain kind of way in these grounds, sir, because you'll get handled over here. But I think that when we engage people about attractiveness, and I'm glad that he was confident, but I know he walked away with a whole nother perspective.
See, that's another thing. They think because some of the girls out here, that big girls like they just gonna take anything. No, sir. They don't take anything. I ain't never just took anything, and I'm sick of shitting. Before I got to where I am right now, I still wouldn't take everything. You had to meet a certain quota with me, Phil. I didn't give a shit how fucking fine you was when you get done.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I know it's some people out here that's going for whatever, but it's some skinny chicks that's going for the gusto too, and not only fat big back bitches is going. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and just for we clear, my back not big. I'm not shaped like a linebacker, sir.
I am.
You get what I'm saying? Absolutely, you're not. Have you seen your shape?
I'm like, I'm a little broad.
No, man, you might be a little broad in the shoulder, but them hips is about as wide as them shoulders are, baby. You got a whole hourglass jumping off. I've seen it. So there's balance. You get what I'm saying? Neither am I a SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh gosh.
You get what I'm saying? But even that chick
she deserves love too.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, we all have certain things about ourselves that we may not love or may not be attracted to everybody, but the audacity.
Yes, right.
Free.
I just don't like the fact that they just are rude and disrespectful to women, period. But then that goes to show you the type of love that the men in their family pour onto their women. Because I just could not phantom my daddy ever saying anything like that to my mother or uncle or granddaddy. You just don't. That's not a compliment. I thought you was gonna score tonight, ass.
Right.
You tried it. Oh, good. That's nice job, Phil. Yeah. Okay. Girl, you stuck a nerve with that one, but all right.
All right, babe. All right. Talk to you soon. Thanks for calling in, baby. All right. Yes, indeed. Here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just saying, it's always something. You get what I'm saying? And I get that it's two sides to the story.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And it's some chicks out here that's dog walking fellas left and right. You get what I'm saying? That's what you're doing, Free?
Well, I was going back, you know what I do to pretty boys.
Yeah.
I play with them for sport.
You know what? That's funny because I remember my friend called me a B, and he usually don't do that because I had done something and he was like, "See you them bitches."
Yep. I've definitely been.
And so I get it. Maybe that was my karma.
But it comes with the complex, and it is complex. The complexities is that because another sister done ruined it for you, whether she was light, dark, thin, chubby, fat, skinny, BBW, plus size, whatever the fuck label you want to give her, she was going, and I'm not. So now I have to combat the fact that you think that I'm insecure about my weight, that you think that I need to be thrilled as well as uplifted by your compliments.
Yes.
The fact that you think that you are my type.
Yeah.
Because let the record show, I ain't never not had a nigga that I wanted. Whether I wanted it to be public or private, it was my choice. But it comes with that. Because I'm insecure, you think you associate that with desperation, you associate that with depression, you associate that with thirst. And it's like, now I gotta be mean and a bitch to let you know, nigga, I'm not that one. I'm not whoever you associated yourself with. I didn't grow up like Key said. I'm not your mama, I'm not your grandma. However way, whatever dynamic y'all saw them in, I have always been in a home where life was spoken into me, where I was told that I was intelligent, beautiful, and fucking worth it. And for a minute, I may have not believed that shit, but I was married. So I wasn't lacking. But now that I'm here and it's a little bit harder,
give me 1 second.
I'm still that woman. So you're not finna sit here and think with your backhanded ass compliments that I need to be glad that a motherfucking man decided to pay some attention to me. I'm good, homie.
Is you mad?
As hell.
You mad?
Because y'all be making it look, but y'all be like, okay, baby, I'll do whatever. And I'm like, nigga, I ain't doing shit.
That's why we not dating, fam.
I'm finna get dressed. I'm finna go out with my friends. You finna worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
But that's why we not dating.
That's exactly why
that's why we
because
not dating.
I will not conform. I cannot for you. So
we got to figure this out. That's why we love.
I will, and when you love me, I will come alive. I will give you whatever it is that you want. But until then, nigga, you're not finna treat me however the fuck you want to treat me because I demand to be treated from the beginning.
Sir, I'd like to thank you, sir, of all sirs, to be logging on to blowradio.com and hanging out with Live with JustPatrice, the maestro himself. Sir, he said, first of all, he done called it selfish about 30 times already, just while you was talking. We in trouble. Hello.
We love you.
Why y'all so selfish?
We selfish?
Yeah. I heard nothing but selfishness. All the comments I saw was pure selfishness.
Okay.
I couldn't even comprehend the level of selfishness that I was seeing.
Really?
From hearing Miss Thick with it and everybody that's making their comments and people talking about the audacity. I'm saying my thing is this. I hear a lot of women talking about they want a man to keep it 1,000, keep it real. But this is why the game's come in. This is why a lot of niggas end up playing games instead of coming out and saying it straightforward. Because when they say it straightforward, a lot of times, as I'm seeing from the comments and to how people feel, they're going to get attacked. They're going to get attacked for coming out saying how they feel. So what they end up doing is now saying, okay, I can't really come out and say how I really feel. So now I got to go around the block, go around Lambeau Field, do the Lambeau leap just to try to get black to where I was in the first place. So now after the fact, after I done finally got your attention and we moved past, now I got to come back and be like, can I tell you something about when we first met? Originally, I wanted to tell you, like, I'm not normally attracted to women of size or this, that, and the other, but I didn't know how you was going to take me. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't end up approaching you that way, but really, I really, this is the first time. If he said everything that he said in the beginning, now I would be like, are you serious? Why didn't you say that at first? Because he would have got this same goddamn reply. It would have been a bunch of selfishness. It would have been from some women that you respect to say they can appreciate a motherfucker just keeping that shit 1,000, but instead of keeping it 1,000, they want to end up attacking. How dare you? The nerve of you to have to, you say that? Why would you say that? You're not no Jew. I don't care for you. Like, come on. Which one you want us to be? Honest or sit back and feed y'all a bunch of Alpo bullshit? And Alpo is dog food for those who are too young to understand what it is. And it's a wet dog food at that. It ain't even no hard goddamn dog food. It's some wet canned food.
Sir, I usually ride with you.
I can't. I love you, brother. We both do. But that's some patriarchal bullshit. Because then you coming back to telling us that we got to adjust to what the fuck words you want to use rather than using the ones that you can use to communicate how beautiful I am when you fucking me or how good I feel when you on top of me or how good my skin feel. No, if you can use those words to say it a completely different way, then you going to have to use those words and be a little bit more mindful about what it is that I need to hear rather than what the fuck it is you want to say. I love you, brother. But I can't. Okay, that's some patriarchal bullshit.
But at the same time, when a woman said if the man just wanted some pussy, he should have just said, I want some pussy.
Absolutely.
You didn't say that you got to finesse the words out the way I say I want some pussy. You said I should have just said that I wanted some pussy because you might have wanted the fuck too.
Absolutely.
But now we got to go around the block and be careful with how we ask for the pussy. But you said you should have, but when a woman ends up getting fucked and then she end up finding out that, okay, this nigga just wanted some pussy. Now all of a sudden you got to go back around and be like, well, you could have just said that in the first place. Right. Maybe I wanted to fuck too. But no, he going the way y'all saying go because y'all want it to be said or done a certain way. I'm saying if that's how that person is, again, just politely decline all the little extra shit. To me, it just don't be necessary.
But he wasn't polite to me.
He wasn't polite.
He wasn't polite.
No, and when it comes to just saying that you want to fuck, you can say I just want to fuck. Okay. Because there's a language, brother. You know there's a language. And you can say I just want to fuck to a woman, and she might either be offended by it or she might be with that shit. But when you come into saying whatever it is that by society standards defined her to where she needs to feel hopeless.
Okay, so here's the thing. But he can be. Why is it that I can't be offended by the way he talks to me, but he can be offended by the way that I talk to him?
Patriarchal bullshit.
I'm not accepting the double standard on his behalf. What I'm saying is, unless this motherfucker came at you saying, you know what, bitch, listen here. This is how I feel. I don't fuck with women of size. And you know what I'm saying?
That's somebody else's availability.
Okay,
you can't come to me and tell me that I should be lucky to be seen with
exactly.
You. Okay, listen.
And I'm gonna tell a dude, you ain't my type.
Okay, but telling me I'm not your type and then saying the audacity, the nerve of you, that ain't got to just shut the motherfucker down once you let the motherfucker know like you either. And that's it.
So why did it have to be like that? That's not how he said it to me.
No.
But that's not how he talked. That's not what he said to me. He was detailed, so I was detailed.
No.
Okay, what I'm saying is, again, if somebody feeds me something that I just don't care to hear, or I'm not, I'm gonna just send them on their way. But I ain't got to go through the extracurricular. So a lot of women want men to just be 1,000, and I'm just trying to explain. And we've talked about this kind of stuff before. The reason that a lot of men will end up playing the goddamn game is because this is what we'll end up hearing. And then when some women end up getting hoodwinked and bamboozled because he plays the role, he does all of the things the way that y'all feel that it should have been done and presented. But he really was the same motherfucker that just presented it the way that he just did. Now, if he said it disrespectful to you, I get it. I understand. But a lot of times the men don't say it, in my opinion. If the man just say, yeah, hey, I know you don't really know me and I don't really know you, but I really would like to fuck you. So instead of ended up saying, hold on, who do you think you're talking to? You think you're talking to some hood rat bitch? I'm saying all of that part, in my opinion, it's not necessary to end up just saying, I'm sorry, I'm the wrong one, but you have a nice day, and let the shit go. It always tends to end up being this whole, I got to make a 3-page novel Facebook post talking about the audacity of.
But the whole point was that's how he came to me.
Exactly.
So if he was just direct, then I would have been direct. But he wasn't. You made me feel in all of your words like I should have been honored that you was public to see. I mean, no, we're over here because of this. So let's just be clear,
right?
So we can look at the situation the same way. Now, this is how I feel. Since that's how you feel, now we're on the same page. I'm glad you thought you could be honest. Here's me being honest. Now, if you just came to me and said, "Do you want to?" Hey, look, I think you fine. I want to fuck, and I was disinterested. I'd be like, probably not, sir. I'm not interested. But that's not what he did.
Well, from what I ended up coming in on and hearing was that he was saying to you like, well, normally I wouldn't even talk to a woman like you, or because of your size, I normally, it didn't sound like he was saying it like, in a matter of where him expressing himself was in a way that like he was yelling it at you. He was being dominant towards it with you. It just seems like it sounded like he just expressed how he felt about you.
And I did the same. I did the exact same thing.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, again, in the context of if it doesn't fit you, why go through the extracurricular? This is what tends to happen, because instead of that, I just go ahead and just be gone. I'd be like, here's the money for my meal or whatever the fuck. I'm out of here. I'm not going to waste my energy is basically what I'm saying, for somebody that if I don't care for how they said or what they said, I'm out of there. I don't have to be here. I don't have to end up going tit for tat and say, well, now let me tell you, since you think that you Mr. Look So Good and you Mr. This, you ain't shit either. You ain't this. I'm just saying, I wouldn't waste that. And I think a lot of times
I definitely hear you on that.
We waste that instead of just saying, okay, boy, bye, and leave.
Sometimes though, Homer, you know what? There is a lot of boy bye in the conversation. I'm with you on that. Sometimes though, some niggas need to be read, and he needed to get his life. 100%. Now, some dudes, I get you. Some people you can be like, oh, okay.
Your intuition and discernment.
You can and be like, whoever is calling, thanks. Sorry guys, I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second, Homer. Let me see if I can get that to you. Oh, that must be calling me through Facebook. Y'all gotta hold on. I'll be with y'all in a minute. Let me see which one of my things they're calling in. Let me see if I can shut it down. Okay, I'll be with you. We still here. I got the StreamYard still up. Okay. Sorry, whoever's calling, I'll call you back in just a moment. Some people, I feel you on that. You get what I'm saying? Some people you be like, yeah, nah, partner. You get what I'm saying? I'm disinterested. I get you on that. Him particularly, he needed to walk away feeling just like he whether he intended it or not. His ego was big enough for the whole building, absolutely. And he needed to catch some of that.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that. Some people, yeah, all right, yeah, okay.
But we're not saying. I mean, I understand that there's a broader view being objected here or exacted, but this situation is still a lesson. This is not something we want to hear. And regardless of how the message is or what the words are, how it's conveyed, you know when you're being disrespected. You know when you sitting across the table from an asshole. So you know that what this dude was thinking in that moment was that you had to be the happiest motherfucker because you didn't have to be thirsty. You were validated by his existence, that he told you what the fuck you wanted to hear to make you feel beautiful. And let me tell you, I feel more beautiful when I'm loved by someone. And that's some narcissistic ass shit. But that's what the fuck I want to feel. And he should feel the same when I'm fucking with him. But in this particular instance, no. I don't feel lucky to be here with you. I actually feel insulted.
Then that's why I'm saying just leave. Instead of giving this person any of your energy. This is what I'm saying. This is what put people in a place, and again, where people call themselves trying to get into a relationship or even courting or whatever the case may be. They will take these fucking lessons and stay in a shell. And I'm saying, instead of allowing this person to take the loving person and the caring person that you are out of your character, because now you kind of pissed about how this whole thing went down. Because now it's a conversation. And now it's and let me tell you what this motherfucker had the nerve enough. I'm not giving you that kind of energy is my point.
So then who does the responsibility befall on then? Because even if the conversation couldn't have been had,
on you to say, you know what? I'm not entertaining this.
You know, sometimes
I don't have to.
No, the onus has to be.
You know, I feel you on that. In some instances, I gladly. You know,
Absolutely.
I'm out of here. Yeah. He had it coming,
right? Because the onus is, if it's not going to be on you, then it's going to be on someone else. Because either way, that conversation is going to be had. Because whether he's being honest and he's just saying it, there's a way that you say things. And even if it's within honesty, there's still a way you can say things.
Sharice even said, playing devil's advocate, what if his communication skills are bad?
Right.
Which could have very well been a possibility.
Then it could have been a different conversation. After he was still red, the onus is still you. Because if you take that shit to someplace else or someone else, either way, you're not going to avoid having this conversation.
Well, it could have been for somebody else, and I mean I get it. Maybe I should have been a bigger person in that moment and not giving him my energy. He kind of had it coming.
And that's all
I agree.
I feel you on that, and you know what? Which is why I would not do that, as that's not my typical response. But he absolutely had it coming.
Every response ain't got 10,000 angry BBW women behind it. It's just, this is a personal. You need to hear this shit. So. And there's for every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. So if his communication skills were off in that moment, and I told you what the fuck I need to tell you in that moment, and you were offended by it, then we could have had a different conversation.
Okay, what you say?
But my point being with that is, if that's how he is, regardless of what you said, it's not gonna stop him from taking that to the next person. So this is why I say that it takes away some of your life force just to end up being the one to address it, because it's not new. It doesn't sound like that's a new characteristic that he got. It sounds like that he's just a fucked up person like that. But Freebird, when you keep trying to say how he should have addressed it, that part again goes into the game some men play. Because now I have to say it a certain way. I can't come and keep it 100, as most people will say, well, just keep it 100 with me. Well, now I can't keep it 100 because I got to curb what I say and how I say it.
And that's
Let me say it so you'll know up front. What I want you to be able to know, Freebird, is I'm an asshole up front. I'm somebody that don't deserve your time. Up front, I'm somebody that says things in a disrespectful manner as it relates to you. Up front, I want to know all that. I don't want to be riding with a motherfucker and I'm thinking this motherfucker got my black. Then I find out that this is the motherfucker that's been shooting daggers at me my whole goddamn journey. I want to know that up front. No, I don't want you to sugarcoat the fucked up monster you is. That's just like with abusive relationships. I need to know that you even flinched at me so I can leave your motherfucking ass. If I don't take your goddamn life for even about to raise your hand at me. I don't want to be deeply entrenched and in love with you, and now this monster come out.
So let me ask you this, Homer. When you address me, not you and I, but when whoever this person is addresses me, if you say something to me and I'm offended by what you're telling me or whatever, am I to take that information or take that energy and just exit, leaving him in this space? You get what I'm saying? With no response, no recall, no
be
nothing.
More hurt by that than anything else you could do. That motherfucker be hurt by that, because now, where you going? And you ain't got to say shit. You just keep going. Nigga, look at my ass, because I want you to kiss it. I'm gone.
I hear you on that.
Miss me with that bullshit and kiss my entire ass.
So I hear where you're going with that also. But my question to you is this. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that and you said that this is why men lie or some men bullshit about certain things. I said some bullshit about certain things or whatever. So is that we can't handle the truth? Sometimes you deserve to be cussed the fuck out for what you said.
Now, this is my truth.
So in my response is not necessarily just me losing my cool, but because you deserved to be cussed the fuck out for what you just said. Like you had that coming. You know what I'm saying? Not so much there was because you was being honest with me, I couldn't handle your honesty. No, I could handle it, and this is the response that you get. It don't necessarily mean I'm oh my God, I'm distraught because of what you said. Is when you said that, this is what it triggered. Why is that not okay? Why is it okay for you to be raw ball honest with me and me to just take it and be like, oh, okay, well, I hear what you're saying. No. Well, that's cool. But so then what is my response to that? Just walk away? Because sometimes the response to that is fuck you.
And it needs to be an education.
And well, my thing is, if I did that the way that you did that, and the way that Freebird said that she would do that, I wouldn't be doing the birthday party for the kids. I wouldn't be doing WNOV. I wouldn't be doing blowradio.com, because I'd probably be locked up, because I allow people to pull me out of my character. Anybody that's done work with the blowradio.com, Homer Blow birthday party for the kids, know that one of the things that I tell people to do, you have to pull that black. You have to pull your raw emotion black, because these people are going to try you. It ain't going to necessarily be the kids. It's going to be the parents of the kids. But I tell people during meetings, before the party, on the day of, again, I know that if you need to take a break, just go take a break. But let's not end up being the ones out there having a big ass fight or a big ass argument that people are seeing that are there at this party. And it's my volunteers that are getting into it with these damn parents. We already know. I tell people, if you need to leave the kitchen for that moment, then you leave the kitchen, say, hey, somebody come relieve me, please. And just go have your moment where you go stand in the corner of the park and scream your ass off and cuss or whatever the fuck you got to do. But don't let these people see it. And I'm just saying, if I ended up letting everybody have it that ended up doing something, the Homer Blow that y'all know now, y'all wouldn't even know. Y'all wouldn't know, because I'd be fucked up like that. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
So,
I can
definitely agree with that.
It not being done to everybody, and I would never. That's me
this
personally.
Isn't. We don't jump off on everybody.
And everybody didn't. I would never to everybody, but he absolutely had it coming.
Yeah, it was an isolated incident.
Okay, here's where I'm going. Where you saying y'all wouldn't do it to everybody? Look how many comments y'all getting in favor of hell yeah.
Because
this is an instance.
But do you get where I'm going? So that means there's a lot more ladies that are not going to end up doing the other route.
I disagree.
Immediately going where you went.
Well,
because that's discrediting them. They might agree in this instance that was what was necessary in solidarity, but I would hope they have emotional and social intelligence enough to discern and pick what fight they need to fight. You know what I mean?
Where I'm here, what I'm saying is that there are a lot more men just like him.
I know,
because it's catered to him.
If you agree to that, again, you're gonna hear not never, ain't nobody. You get what I'm saying? So that means you picking a fight with anybody that ends up coming at you that way. Period. Not just this one motherfucker, but anybody that comes at you in that realm, they get ready to get this work.
Right. That can't be compartmentalized.
that part.
Yeah. Not, well, I mean,
I'm not saying it can't be compartmentalized as if there's a different type of go off from the same person. I mean that discernment is real, and you know better if you have that emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? If you have that self-actualization, of course you know that you're not finna cuss out a parent, as opposed to her telling you, whatever, you fat bitch, you need to give me 3 hot dogs. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like,
oh, that's exactly
I'm
what
just
they
gonna
say,
take
though.
a
That's
minute.
exactly what they'll say.
Exactly. I know.
This is
I
my
worked
point.
the kitchen 2 years in a
so
row.
I'm
I
saying
know
that's
that's what
exactly
they
what
say,
they'll
Homer.
And it's not just one parent.
Right.
It's not
I
just one
know.
parent.
Oh, but best believe every woman, large woman, that the first insult that comes out of anybody's fucking mouth is that we fat. So after a while, you be like, okay, but that's why you can discern the difference, because in this particular instance, it wasn't a bitch you fat. It was a it was less about my weight more than it was that you, number one, thought you were my type. Number two, thought that I was even attracted to you and we were here for any other reason than business. And number three, the fact that you have the audacity to speak to me that way, as if I need to be honored by your presence and your words. That wasn't, okay, fat bitch, you need to do your motherfucking job. That's like, all right, but what the fuck ever. But with this man, it's like, how fucking dare you? I deserve that human decency, if nothing else.
Yeah. Well, to me, I'm the person that you no longer exist in my world. Yeah. And I'm not going to give you any energy. I'm not going to give you any, like, you know how many people that, whether they will admit it or not, after they end up doing that kind of reaction to these person or to people that do that kind of shit, the niggas that do that kind of shit, are going to end up having to take some high blood pressure medicine, are going to have to go try to calm down, are going to have to go and they're going to find themselves snapping on somebody else because they may say something. It has nothing to do with what this motherfucker said, but you so up there now because of how this motherfucker has just taken control of most of your goddamn day. Sometimes you just got to go lay down. Now I got to go take a fucking nap. I got to go just take a drive. I'm not trying to get, and I guess my thing is for women, I don't want y'all or men to have to end up giving anybody that kind of fucking power over y'all, because it's a bunch of them. That was one. It's a million of that nigga.
Right.
And and blame me for just being at a place where I choose to try to be at peace with myself. And because I choose to be at peace with myself, again, I am very, 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 very cautious with, I'm not going to just allow somebody else to take me from where I'm trying to be. I'd rather remove myself from the situation, go get me right. Because if that was the case, when I was up at Walgreens the other, a few weeks ago, and this woman let her car door hit my car door, and then the motherfucker sitting on the passenger seat inside the tinted window, she ain't hit your fucking car. I got something that'll go through your door. You go to saying, I'd have murdered him right there. I would have murdered him. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'll murder you. You talking about you got something. I didn't see your weapon because you got tinted windows. But you don't say that to me and then think that, oh, well, he's just going to, no. But again, where I'm at with being at peace with myself, I did not allow it to take it out of my character. He probably has been one of the homicides that I've talked about over the last few weeks since then. And if not, he may be locked the fuck up by now. But I knew that that's the kind of person that person was. So I wasn't going to let him take me away. And it's just like somebody, Patrice, you know that I tell you, no matter how he reaches out to me, I do not fucking respond to this person. Right. Because I'm better that way than to try to respond to him. And what he tried to do would have just wiped out my whole fucking legacy if I would have accepted it and it would have went bad. It would have wiped out my whole fucking legacy.
Right.
Right. Not part of it, all of it. So what did I do? Did I call him and give him the business? No, I didn't. But I just took him out of my world. And that's kind of like where I'm going. I just want people to be able to be at peace with themselves instead of letting people take you out of your zone, take you out of your character. And I get it every now and then. And like you said, for you and her, this is that moment where usually I don't do this, but you get ready to get this work. I get it. But some people just give them the work just because. But at the same time, they tell them, I want you to be honest with me. Just keep it real with me. So now if I know that I need to X you out there in the world, I will. And it's no matter how they do it. I done been cussed at. I done been called all kind of shit. But again, I'm like, you can call me what you want. Unless I answer to the shit, that's all it is. You called me that. But I ain't got an answer to it. But I do get that this was one of y'all situations where, and I guess if hearing more of the situation, my thing is oftentimes I hear some women talk about it, and it wasn't necessarily that the person said it in an aggressive manner. Now, in an aggressive manner, I get it. The rules change somewhat if it's said in an aggressive manner. But if a person is saying it and they like literally this is their conversation and saying it, I'd rather just omit you out of my goddamn world. It's the reason why when I'm doing Facebook Live, instead of going back and forward with people, when I see somebody say something that's ignorant to me or saying something that doesn't represent, I will just look at your comment and like, hang on, y'all. And while I'm doing that, I'm clicking on their name. I'm going to the left of the screen. I'm looking for them 3 little dots. I'm going to hit that button. The little block is going to be the choice. I'm going to click that. Oh, are you sure? I'm going to click confirm. Then it's going to say, sorry you had this problem. I don't even have to worry about that motherfucker no more. I ain't got to go back and forth with them. I ain't got to do none of that shit. You can go on your page and say whatever the fuck you want to say about me, but I ain't got to worry about you. I ain't got to worry about you. And I'm not going to let you take me out of my space. So, but again, I get when there are certain things, and if this happened to be your certain thing, okay. But again, the way that I was hearing it is if a person just expressing that, oh yeah, you know, hey, I'm king. All the women throw themselves at me. I can hear the air of arrogance in a person, but I'm just saying I wouldn't reply to it. If a woman was to ever tell me whether we doing business or whatever, and be like, you know, well, usually I don't contract people who are men who are fat or men who are overweight. I don't contract men like that, but I would just politely be like the piano player in The Color Purple, pack my shit up, and I just leave. So as she's saying, Homer, we're not finished. I ain't got to say nothing else. Me leaving lets her know that I don't need your. And I'm out of here.
I feel you on that. And typically, I'm I can show you better than I can tell you type person.
Right. But and like I say,
he had it coming.
If I knew more about exactly how it went down, then I would probably have understood why he was your person that you had to give that work to. But it just didn't sound like that from what I was listening at when I started listening in. Mm-hmm. It didn't sound like he was coming at you as like, you know,
he wasn't aggressive.
And bitch.
He wasn't. He didn't call me bitch. He wasn't aggressive or nothing. But he stank.
Rude.
He stank of arrogance. He stank.
But it's a lot of rude people though, Freebird. It's a lot of rude people. And if we go around addressing every rude person that we run into, we'd be fucked up for the rest of our life.
That's true. And I wouldn't address every rude person.
I wouldn't address every rude person either.
Yeah. He stank of arrogance, and in that moment, he had that life coming. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've come across some extremely rude men and women.
Absolutely.
And working, and since you used the birthday party for the kids, you know, as an example, I've more than one time had to take a couple of deep breaths and be like, "Can somebody come and relieve me over at the gate?"
There you go. There you go.
She's sitting her fat ass over there. We hot, and instead of saying I'm hot too, bitch, that's why I'm sitting under this tent. Instead of saying that, I'd be like, can somebody come relieve me over at the gate of the kitchen?
That part.
I get it. Mm-hmm.
Completely understand each other.
Yeah.
That situation. It's like I said, it's
he
isolated.
He needed that life though. He needed it. He needed it bad.
Because there's nothing wrong with setting healthy boundaries, and I don't have to set them the way that you want me to because I am me. you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that's my only thing. Like I say, it's so many people that they just angry and upset now, and they have locked anybody else out for a chance to get to know them because they ran into 10 him. You feel what I'm saying? They ran into 10 hymns in a row, and they not even associated with each other, but they ran into 10 hymns in a row. And then they get a preconceived notion about, you know what, all these niggas are the same. All of these motherfuckers is the same. But
it's easy to get caught in that. It's very easy to get caught in that.
Women do it to men, men do it to women. It's just how,
but the thing
life
is
works.
this:
It's the human experience.
if I let that happen, out of all of the people that I've met over the years, I would have never given Freebird a chance to get to know me. Right. I would have never gave you a chance to get to know me.
Right.
And this is what I'm saying. A lot of people, when they get that, and because it happens so common, they have now taken it as this shit is normal. So now you gonna fuck around and miss out on life as you know it because you got your preconceived notion. And to you, all y'all niggas like that. All y'all women like that. Yeah. Oh, this, that, and the other. Instead of letting it be those people. Yeah, you ran into 10 bad apples. 10 of them. Rotten. Them motherfuckers couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how they came off the tree. But again, I just can't base my life around looking at everybody bad. I wouldn't help the people that I help now if I based it on how many times I got fucked over by trying to help. Starting out with my immediate family.
And you know what?
With my immediate family.
With you saying, and with you saying that, which is kind of where we were headed with if I took that energy,
right,
and applied it to because it was a few years ago. But if I applied that to every energy that I met, every guy, I would automatically assume that every guy came to me, assume that I should feel lucky that his thin physique or whatever,
athletic,
wiry, whatever,
average
body,
whatever,
or personality, or whoever he is,
just
should
simply,
feel.
Let's be real. The fact that he's a man
should be happy that I, in my fat self, he talked to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I don't feel that way. You get what I'm saying? And I don't feel that way. And I'm thankful that I was comfortable enough in myself to not take that and bury it into myself and think that all men that are like him are like him.
Right. Never.
That would cause a problem.
You can't give that same treatment to every man. You can't.
Yeah. But the thing is, unfortunately, and this is why I just try to be careful with things like that. Some people who have been hurt already, some people who have already labeled that in their spirit, they will hear you talking about it and they will use it as a scapegoat to be the He-Man hater club. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you, but that's where we were going. So I was just getting to tell the
those
story.
very same people have not had boundaries set for them either. So either way, we are dealing with half and half. Either you require this lesson or I'm going to choose to walk away from you because I know that you didn't mean it that way. And because I assessed it, I saw that there was no malicious intent. But you also have gotten this far finessing other plus size women thinking that I'm supposed to be completely amazed that you chose to spend this time with me. You know,
I really think that most men that do that shit, they done ran into what you ended up giving them before. And this is why I'm saying this just becomes that person.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that he ain't never been checked before.
Oh, I believe he may have been checked before.
He might have been checked.
And I'll be completely honest and say that I wasn't trying to tell him, I wasn't helping him. Like this, like on this, like keeping it 100.
I'm not helping you.
I wasn't here in that moment for that particular situation and him and all of that. I wasn't trying to make him well. I absolutely was not. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in a situation where I had a conversation with somebody and I'd be like, you know what? That you probably wasn't. You probably shouldn't have said that to me like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they be like, well, what do you mean by that? And then you have the conversation. Yeah, I didn't give him any of that. You get what I'm saying? And luckily, I was in a position to not carry that energy with me
never
forward. However, that situation in that moment highlighted exactly what we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Sir, you and all of yourself, I mean, it's okay to feel the way that you feel. You can be on to and coming into your first what do you say, declaration of love for plus size women, and it just happened to have been me. You get what I'm saying? However, me, you, and your ego in this room was probably not a good idea today. And that's where that situation was going, and why we and Free were talking about how are we putting ourselves in a position to be dating, and we got all these preconceived things in place.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
can't put that on nobody.
If I'm not giving him an opportunity after if I'm putting myself in a situation and I'm checking niggas left and right, if I'm being rude to folks left and right because I'm easily offended by things, how do I end up dating? Exactly. I don't, and I end up being. But that's kind of where we were getting there. We just got caught up on that scenario I was having with him. But I don't. We talked about how hard it is to date online for either one of us, because I'm scrolling through pictures because all I got to look at is a picture, and now I got to have a text message conversation with somebody. How do you get to know someone like that? How do you get to do that? Like, and just in my personal mind, there's people doing it every day. I just don't know how to do that.
I'd like to think that we are graduated enough to still socialize.
I don't know if we are, but I think we just old when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I'm just keeping it 100. Like, seriously, you know, you go on these dating apps and you swiping left, and then you swipe right. Somebody, hey, how you doing? And then you never respond. Like, why? That mean me. Hey, how you doing? Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate giving me the time. I'm receiving some text messages from Ronell, whose son was murdered, and he's requested me to do something. So I'm gonna end this, and so I can go and take care of whatever it is. Like, I'm that person. I told him whatever he needs from me, just let me know.
Yes.
And he know I got him. So he's obviously sending me some requests right now.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna go ahead and deal with that. But I love both of y'all. And again, I just hope that people will understand that, again, we can't keep giving these people our life energy and our life force. If we ain't learned by now that life is too damn short, Freebird, you are a walking miracle. There are people who ain't had to even go through what you went through and be able to sit here and have a fluent, intelligent conversation. Now, you understand what I'm saying?
Thank you, Bird. Thank you,
you know,
brother.
you that person. JustPatrice, the JustPatrice that people see, that opens up and pours her heart out about how she's feeling, but also me and Freebird knowing some of the other parts of JustPatrice, that although she's an open book, there's some other secret Dead Sea Scrolls that are in there that me and Freebird and others that you allow in that circle know about, that lets us know how much mental willpower and self-determination that you have in you to not let anything just drag you all the way down. And you know you got people like around you, and it's always good to know you got people around you that will grab hold to you. And when you can't stand up for yourself, when you find it hard to get out of the bed or just hard to just face the next day, you got some real people around you that love you, that says, we gonna get out this bed. It ain't about are you getting out, it's we're getting out of this bed. We're getting out of this situation. We're truly with you for however long until we can no longer be here for each other because we made our exit. But, you know, to be able to have that kind of real love for people, and to be able to try to share that energy to where other people will pick up on it and learn to, you know, love each other and say that you love people that you care about. I don't care if they ain't called you in a minute. Just pop up and hit them in a minute and just be like, bam, I just wanted to say I love you. I'm not trying to interrupt whatever you're doing. You're going to have a great one. But I just need to let you know I love you. You feel what I'm saying? So it just means so much. And that stuff just ain't, we ain't got enough of that right now. That's why all of this bullshit is happening in every realm of our world as Black people. So I just want y'all to know that I love y'all. I will always be here in the best way and in the highest form that I can ever be for y'all whenever y'all need me. Y'all give me an energy that I need and that I'm able to feed off of. And I try to do my best to make sure I continue to give y'all that same energy. Because again, that's what's going to help us as people. That's what's going to keep us together. Or when every one of us get ready to try to fall, that's when we together, we are Voltron. I don't care if you over there, you over there, you over there, you over there. Yeah. When it's time to come together, we do that. We do that. So instead of Voltron, we Blowtron. We end up coming together. And that's why it's a blowradio.com family.
I'm coining that.
You better now.
And then it's Blow Mafia.
Blowtron.
I like that, dude.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to. Please don't forget that. I'm glad it's on here because you know I'm taking that. I'm using that. I'm glad you said it. Thank you very much. That's a dope marketing piece.
All right.
And we love you too, sir.
We
Thank
love
you so
much, brother.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, love.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bye.
Dude, how do you not love him?
It's impossible not to.
No. You said stop, but I'm using that. I'm absolutely using that. I know I be listen. I be on emotional all day, and don't be trying to make me
saw
cry.
me fan her.
She's making me stop right now because I was about to go in. I know homework had me here crying. I'm trying not to. It's like stop it. I'm trying. Thank you, Crystal. I need to keep that Blowtron till the world blow up, baby.
Oh, there we go.
That's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? So. What like I said, where we were going with all of that is people have the audacity to use their energy. You get what I'm saying? Like he basically him and all his little ego, I couldn't handle it. I was like, are you kidding? Folk, who are you talking to?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? How dare you? You get what I'm saying? And then, but what if I carry that? It's kind of where we were getting to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We got cycled into there.
He always do this stuff.
It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But how do you get there? How do you get past that moment? And here we are. You know what I'm saying? And we both sitting here right here talking about what? How do we date?
Yeah.
How do you date? If every time you see me is you don't know how to talk about plus size novelty.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be your novelty. I don't want to be your quick fix fetish. You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna be attracted to me, then just fucking be attracted to me. You get what I'm saying? Don't be back. And if you can't sort that out, I'm pretty earnest about some things. So guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna see it. And then, but that's just me. I can't speak for our women, and I think that a lot of us underuse our intuition and underuse our ability to discern some things. And what we do is we present ourselves with these situations covered in the trauma of our past hurts, covered in the trauma of our neglectful home relationships, whether it's father or mother, or you know what I'm saying, of the abuses that we've experienced. And I made this list. I made a post earlier this week or end of last week that said we all have been through something. You get what I'm saying? I'm not here by requirement, fam. I don't have to have you treating me like shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not required to endure that for me to prove that I love you. And if you need that, I need you to go get some assistance. You get what I'm saying? Like, not the person that's being treated that way, but the person that's thinking that I need to stay and allow you to treat me this way so that you can think that I feel like you think that I love you. What? No, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. And I agree with Homer, what he said, 110%. You can't give everybody that energy. However, and maybe I'm still on the verge of growing up some. Sometimes, some people, let me go and write you this check real quick. You get what I'm saying? Cause sir, ma'am, if you don't never run into nobody, like how often do we just allow people to just do and be? And then I still have to be engaged with you. Now you done fire hydrant all over me. Get the fuck out of here.
Which is exactly what I was gonna say, because I understand my brother, but thankfully you can have an objective enough mind that you can understand where he's coming from. So I know how he got there. But I also believe that reclaiming my peace and giving my peace to someone, or I'm sorry,
no, okay.
giving my peace to myself and giving myself like you know when to give grace and you know when to give hell. And
I know that comes with maturity.
Yes. But I believe but I believe in those instances of the battles that you choose that it's necessary. I don't think it has anything to do with growing up rather than it is. I mean, of course, if you get ignorant, but if you are doing it the way that she spoke to that gentleman, that was grace, a lesson, an education, a little bit of her own self-worth and power back. Because of course we deal with the things that you think we deal with, but you make the mistake of thinking that we allow it to define us. You know what I mean? Like, he needed that because she needs to make sure that she pours into herself. So with every piece of ignorance, setting that boundary and being who she needed to be, showing up for her in times where she may have not. It needed to happen, whether it was him or anyone else. And I'm going to tell you, that brother had probably received the same thing, but another woman was open to it. And it had your head gassed up because you were considered attractive. I don't like attractive guys. I like dorks that are low-key assholes. Like, that's my type.
That's your thing?
That's my type.
That's your thing.
You got to have a little asshole.
I've been literally picking apart. And don't get me wrong. Before I say that part, let me try to bookmark that so my old self don't forget. I understand what he's saying is that when people we're live on this show, and there are a lot of people that take what we say, you get what I'm saying, and we actualize it. And I receive that, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact that you respect the things and the energy that we put out here in the universe or whatever. Yeah. And I don't want y'all to walking around thinking that, you know what I'm saying, we all out here and it's okay to be self-ratchet and run around ripping up folks. I'm not angry. We ain't
angry.
We were scenario building, and here we are. Okay. Please, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
I just get really passionate when I'm talking, y'all. I'm not.
Well, we are. You know, we were scenario building, and here we are. That was a prime example of how we were getting to where we were. And the truth of the matter is, we cannot subjective ourselves. When y'all know, y'all hear me talk about doing better and being better every day and learning better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer that sometimes you got to, you know, pour a little something out for them. You get what I'm saying? Just a little bit, but that's in the retrospect of maintaining your own peace. You get what I'm saying? And if we don't do that, you're gonna lose yourself, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But that's kind of where I was going. But for that being said, you know, I'm old, so I really forgot just that fast what the fuck I said. I did just that fast. Okay, I don't know, Free, about the little bit learning the type of dude that you are attracted to. Like, I was wondering if I have a type.
I shouldn't have a type. That's my problem. Another reason why I don't date, because I shouldn't have a type. I shouldn't like dorky assholes. I shouldn't. But you know that meme that is actually very true. Or shameless plug, when you're becoming a developmental psychologist, you start to notice personality patterns. You start to notice similarities. You start to understand that maybe you were looking for and or attracting the same person because of your past traumas, which we were talking about, the trauma bonds. So when it comes to a type of person, you shouldn't have a type of person, because that means that you're narrowing your options down. Like you are not giving yourself a chance at all. And
Okay. Auntie Rita said we all have a type, but let me ask you this really quick. Sorry. So I think I have a type. You know what I'm saying? I you know, don't judge me. I see you. I'm not even looking at you. I can see your eyes in here. Okay. I can see you in here. I think I have a type. Okay. I didn't say I didn't. I think I have a type. You know what I'm saying? It is not necessarily a physical thing. It's character.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what it is. We're not talking about physical type people. We are talking about the innards.
The innards. I have a type of guy that I'm attracted to, and the external package, you know, switches from person to person. And I can say that because if you scroll through the men that I've dated, they don't. Yeah, that's interesting. It's no pattern.
But they all act the same.
They all act the same. which is not a great idea. Okay, but it's not a great idea. But with that being the case, is I was thinking to myself, like, is it easier to date a person who has a type than to date a person who dates anybody?
Well, then I will ask you this, because if you're dating a person that has a type, that means that your same frustrations and issues and problems that you have, because it's that very fixed, mutable type, that means you're gonna have the same problems over and over again. So if you don't have a type, that means that you are opening up new possibilities of not perhaps being faced with the same bullshit from the type.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is that if I'm the person that, like, somebody's dating me and they have a type.
Oh, if
you get what I'm saying?
But you don't know.
But okay, so if this let me just add, that's where I'm going with this. So I'm not talking about me because I don't have this insecurity. Let's just put it. I got my own insecurity, but this ain't the one. Okay. If I date a man that has a type of woman and I see him with a girlfriend or hanging out with her and they're chopping up with his guy, I'm not tripping. But if I see him with the chick that I know that he get down with, I'm gonna feel some kind of way, right? But if I see him with anybody, then I know. So, but you like everybody. Oh, you know what I'm saying? How do you measure that? You get what I'm saying? Because there are some women who can't see a person
because then there's not, like I said, there's not the physical type anymore. There is the innards, because then whether or not all of you were the united colors of Benetton in all shapes, colors, and sizes, it's still the mindset. Or as a sister I think said on the thing earlier, with all selfish narcissists, it's that narcissistic behavior as it attracts the empath. So they know just your headspace is something that they can manipulate, therefore making you their type.
Understood. I'll just be asking. Auntie Rita said, if you have a male role model, more than likely he matches that male role
100% agreed. Because I'd be looking for my dad. And my dad is not an asshole at all. When I was a teenager, I thought he was. But my dad's like a really good dude. But he's got his things.
So I'm trying to think. Now I'm thinking, like, do I have a male role model? So I have to go back and look through my stuff, because I never thought about it like that. Because this dude, it's like the same dude. I date the same dude. Just so y'all know that. Like, I always date the same dude. No matter
what he look like.
No matter what he look like. It's always the same dude. I'm like, who are you, fam?
That's your type.
Get out of here, fam. I want him to go away,
That's
fam.
your
I would like another
inherent.
No, but it's always the same kind of guy.
It's the
you get what I'm saying?
type.
When I'm dating, like if I'm just, having fun or whatever, then it's different guys. But if I'm dating, like connected to, he's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? I look for brilliance.
Oh.
You gotta be brilliant. Like you gotta be able to
challenge me.
Right here. I need all of that. You get what I'm saying? Never mind. I'm not going to give a list, because if you show up again, I'm
exactly. No, I ain't telling you shit.
Just brilliance is necessary though. Okay, I just wanted to tell you got to be smart. Or
no, for real. Yeah, you got to be smart.
Because I spent a lot of years. I read the dictionary for a few years. Okay, you know what I'm saying, and the source. You
gotta be smart.
You have to, and
you gotta. But then everyone brings their certain genius, and
Well, I mean, you don't have to be smart.
You
in
gotta
English.
be like.
This is what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
You gotta be
Let's
like
be clear about that. You don't have to be
like,
smart in English.
Yeah.
But you got to. If English is not your thing, you gotta have a thing.
You gotta have a thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But you still gotta be able to have that thing and still communicate.
I know, but you gotta have a thing though, fam. You gotta have a thing, because there's something about you. Like, okay, like my first ex-husband. Y'all know. Anyway, my first ex-husband was a DJ. Is a DJ. You get what I'm saying? And he was smart and creative, but his thing was music. Like, and he he would be on the turntables, because that's how long ago it was. He'd be on the turntables, and then he would be like glowing like show enough. It was crazy to see somebody. You know what I'm talking about, though. Yep. Look at her, she flashing it. Be like glowing like show enough when you on the turntables and all this energy, and I'm like, exactly. It was all of that. Like every time you DJ. Like it was like that though, and you could see it. It was so big, and I'm like,
but that's because you judge and see and attract on a different frequency already, though.
I was like,
yeah, So he probably did have that shooting light.
He really was glowing. I'm not making it up. He was glowing every time. I was like, God.
Yeah.
Hello,
Well, you know, not too
look,
many
look,
people
look,
know how to
look
tap
at my
into
weird
that,
ass was
yeah.
like, God, touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to be attracted to that. That I mean, we can talk about the things that are attracted to us, but how y'all dating? You know what I'm saying? We usually
Because
we over here talking about our dating.
I've
is
been
terrible.
super lame. Like
I've
been using energy for years.
I suck. Gee, like I ain't gonna even lie.
Because
Like
my ex-husband and the father of my second child are two completely different people, but they have the same innards.
See, same innards. Nayoka said, I date the exact same guy in every relationship. I was told by two different therapists that I was a narcissistic magnet.
Yep.
What the hell? I know now. She said, I know now that they were both correct. These niggas crazy as hell. Oh, bye, ladies. You know, you know what is it that they crazy though?
I don't think they're crazy. I think it's their past hurt and trauma. Like
we
start
can't
thinking about what makes
discount
you
that.
you, and then you start attributing it to this person's personality. Like you no longer look at them like, man, you just fucked up. You look at them like, or you don't look at them like, how can I fix you? But you look at them like,
I got no toolbox, fam.
I think I know what's wrong with you, and I'm gonna give you grace because I know that that's wrong with you. And that plays back into what Homer was saying.
That's right there.
That plays
what
back
Homer was
into
saying.
like I understand that this
you.
is something different, so I'm gonna give you grace. Yeah,
goodbye.
But this, no.
Look, I see you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like I think about this, and I think about like I was talking to when I was getting my haircut. Okay, and I was asking about a conversation that I was having with D-Rock. It was so crazy that, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of fed all together. And he said the same thing what Homer said. Nobody wants to know the absolute truth about anything. And I was like, why not? He said, because it sets you up for a hurt that you think you're prepared for, but you're not really prepared for. And I was like, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it also takes away my choice.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so if I have to be prepared for that, so when I say be honest with me, like I don't ask, let me tell you, and we were talking, I'm like, I never ask anything that I don't want the answer to. And I'm ladies, hear me out on that one. Don't ever ask anything that you are not prepared to accept the answer to.
More specifically, are you cheating on me? Yes, I am. You can't kill him.
Well, you could, but that's probably not smart.
But you can't kill him.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
are you fucking her? I am.
I am.
Do you love her?
I do.
You gotta be prepared for that shit. You gotta be prepared for that shit.
Then you be like, no, he'd be like, no, I'm just.
He lying. He fucking lying.
But you got to understand that. Like the truth of the matter is, and don't get me wrong, that there are some people, men and or women, who can be physically intimate with a person for an extended period of time. Some people with no required connection. I mean, they care because people are naturally charismatic. You know, so you care about people. They are concerned. You get what I'm saying? But don't have any desire to pursue longevity outside of the space of the relationship that they are in. Okay, some people, most people, male and or female, if you are in an extended physical intimacy with someone, okay, now y'all going raw at some point in time, people put their guards up to protect something. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's the relationship that he that he not happy in, but he don't really want to leave because it's too much trouble to leave. You get what I'm saying? Or you get what I'm saying? It's the you kind of needy and I don't have the things that it takes to manage you, but what this part right here is good, so I can only give you this, and as long as I'm only giving this part or whatever, we should be straight. It could be whatever the whatever is. You know what I'm saying? And then vice versa. Yes, sir. I'm not going to even kind of go there with you. And if I give in just a little bit more, you might think that you further into me than I'm into you. It's whatever the lines are drawn is. But just like people at work and come up with work wives and work husbands, when you are naturally, we are kismic beings. When you are naturally around somebody, your energies connect. Imagine what is happening when you are physically intimate without protections between the exchange of body. Like you're taking them into you and them into you. Know what I'm saying?
Everyone else they've had and their energies
and all of that. Like you are exchanging all of that. You get what I'm saying? You exchange all of that. Don't think that it ain't it might not be fallout, fight for the world, fight the world for you kind of love, but there's a connection. You get what I'm saying? Which is how you can be across the room and you see a dude that you only had sex with, I don't know, twice. You get what I'm saying?
Make your uterus jump.
Or he might look at you and you might see him and y'all make an eye contact and you feel some kind of way. Why you think that is, fam? And don't you believe not one time that him saying, damn, I should have called her, was him just saying, damn, here come this bitch. Because part of that in his own part is he may feel bad that he hadn't. He not gonna do nothing about it. And just because you feel some kind of way don't mean you got to move in that space.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He might not do anything about it, might not try to make the correction, but he may be like, damn, that was kind of that's a genuine enough connection, people. It happens. As big or small as we try to make it. It's what happens. It's what happens.
I know y'all feel it. Y'all just don't want to address it.
Some people do address it. I be trying to address it.
I like to
I
think
be
that
mad
I'm around the
about it.
type of people that can address it.
I'm gonna tell you, I be mad about it.
Girl, that ain't nothing. No, that's something.
No, I be mad about it. I'm just gonna keep it.
You can look in a person's eyes and feel it. Like,
don't say that out loud again, Francis.
I'm sorry. It's true though, y'all.
See, Free always be trying to be like, don't you feel the connection between you guys? I'd be like, no, fuck that.
You know, that's my first love.
Look, I'd be like, fuck that. Nigga.
I was a little passionate today, but honestly, that's my first nature.
See, don't you just guys? I mean, I saw how you looked at you. I'm like, cuz eyes out. That's the difference between. I swear to God,
I've witnessed it too.
She'd be like, "I've seen that you saw."
I can feel the energy from her and a lover hovering across 3 apartment buildings.
I'm like, what? I'm like, how did she look? I saw.
I felt that shit.
I felt that energy. I'd be like, get the sense.
And I'd be watching her awkwardly squirm when it's given to her, and I'm like, I saw that.
I'd be like this,
trying to do something different. You can see shit like that. Fuck y'all. Y'all can see.
No, I'd be like, oh. I'd be like, Francis, could you just
the way people's bodies move fluidly together, the way their legs turned in, the way they mimic one another when they're talking to each other. Like, I love watching love.
And and it's crazy.
It ain't gotta be me. I just love watching love.
And she legitimately loves to watch it. And every time she'd be like this, I'm like, God damn it. Did you see that too? I saw
and know when it's love too.
I'd be like, oh, so yes, you was like, free will tell me in a minute.
That boy love you.
I'd be like, no, I don't even. You be like,
that
whatever.
boy is in love with you,
and she be on it every time though. And it don't whether it's a right now type of thing that I find out or it be later. Man, I used to be gone for you, and I'd be like, God damn, Free. you get your love crystal having ass out here right now. But that's just me and my terrible self. I'm gonna do better. The Brica said truth hurts, but don't tell me the truth when I ask you a question. You're taking away my but when you don't tell me the truth when I ask you a question, you're taking away my ability to make an informed decision on how I want to handle the situation. Yeah. That is a true statement, and I'm gonna address that in just 1 second. The Brica keep saying you mess around and get your work ass whooped. You're so stupid. It's the truth though. Anytime someone, it's the truth though. Anytime someone has asked me to be honest with them, I'll always preface them with, do you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want the real truth?
And you got to do that.
That's what Auntie Rita Jim.
You got to do that though. Because honestly,
so
if you say something different, right?
Or you want the truth,
right? Tell me what you want to hear, because it sounded a lot like the truth I told you wasn't what you wanted to hear.
But and
I feel that.
So let me ask this. I asked this question. I feel like this. I think that when people say, you can't handle the truth, or when guys say, some guys say that some women can't handle the truth, or vice versa. I think it's because they have an idea of how it's okay for you to respond in reply to something they've said or done. And if you don't do that, then it means you can't handle it. You get what I'm saying? If you don't be like, oh, okay, well, we good. You know what I'm saying? Then it's you can't handle it. But if you tell me, perfect example, if I say, are you sleeping with somebody else? And he says, well, yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Is that me not being able to handle it? Or if you say, are you sleeping with someone? And you say, yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, okay.
I knew already. I just wanted to confirm.
I just wanted to confirm. So, okay, so this is over then. And
right.
Thanks. But if I say this is over, now it's a problem because I ended the relationship.
Right.
But that's me handling it, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I could see not being honest with me if every time you was honest with me about anything,
that I lost
my shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to grasp is that if you want me to, if you tell me something, just because my next order of business or my action plan ain't what you think is okay, as long as I'm not losing my shit, then
we shouldn't have no issues.
What's the problem? Okay, so I thought that's what it was. Well, I'm not really interested in being in a relationship or being with you or dealing with nobody that does A, B, and C. So it's been good.
Great.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You what?
No,
you can handle. No. I'm totally handling it. I'm handling it, and in this moment, I'm doing what I think is best for me. So high five.
And further,
not high five. That's a joke. Guys.
2 women. No, that's what she does when she's being a jerk.
I'd be like, oh, no problem. High five. Goodbye.
But this is also coming from 2 women that have been in circumstances as well as situations where we are told in relationships that we are brutally honest. So that's when it gets blurred, because if I'm asking you to tell me the truth, I'm damn sure going to tell you the truth. So don't be afraid to tell me the same truth. And it took many years to get to that point to where you had to be ready to receive that truth. But honestly, when you have that actualization, been through relationships, loved, lost, heartbroken, whatever, united, you then become seasoned. You know what I mean? Okay, I didn't like the way that felt. Okay, that relationship didn't go the way that I wanted. Okay, I didn't like when he said this, or maybe I should have went a little bit harder when I wasn't. All of those things begin to run through your mind. And like we were talking about before, then they're given grace, because it's like, or you give yourself grace, better, you know? But in some circumstances,
Auntie Rita says, so Freebird, do you find that having your degree in psychology creates a problem for you in relationships? I personally have been told that it's intimidating.
Oh my goodness, Miss Rita, I've been told it when I first started studying it. I've been told it before I even made the final decision to study it. I've been told it since, oh, you get a little bit of education and you think you know everything. No, I'm not gonna let you gaslight me, nigga. And we gonna work this out together, and we're gonna be adults, and we're gonna do some hard learning, and we're going to progress because we both decided to be in this relationship.
Let you gaslight
if you cannot handle said list of demands, then all right, thanks for telling me the truth. It's time for me to bounce. Because I'll be damned if I let you, being in your position where you got whatever bullshit you're dealing with, and you refuse to address it. Like, now, can I objectively say that yes, it can potentially cause a problem? Yes, I will give that to about 30% of it. But I'm gonna say 25% of it can be problematic. But 75% of the time, I listen to other motherfuckers tell me the same shit that you're doing. I've been through the shit that you're doing to me. I've addressed the shit, because I still talk to somebody too, regardless of what it is that I'm analyzing on you, because chances are I'm analyzing myself 1,000% worse, which is why I can set myself up to give you grace when you want to tell me the truth. But 75% of it is you gaslight me, and you trying to deviate from the subject, and you think that I'm delusional, and you defined in this patriarchal ass motherfucking idiocy, and you think that I'm just supposed to bend to your will, but you forget that I'm a whole fucking human being over here, and that I require the same respect that you're demanding.
And I think a lot of that is us coming into these relationships. And sometimes when you've been treated a certain kind of way, it's hard to assume that that someone else is not going to do it.
Right.
But once we're in a space and you start showing all the signs of someone who's done that, of course my guard is going to come up. It's almost impossible to not assume that I'm going to walk down the same path again.
You're in a relationship. Every day is fight or flight when you've been damaged or you got other shit. Like, you grow through that shit, but you don't forget that shit.
So when you
self-actualization is not alhamdulillah, it's motherfucking this shit hurts. I remember this shit. I am triggered. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay, so when we get to that space and we're saying I'm triggered, you get what I'm saying? Is triggered not healed?
No. Triggered is a remembrance.
You follow what I'm saying? Is it not healed? Does it mean that I'm not forgiving or understanding, or that I'm gonna hold everybody accountable for? Or what does that mean?
I got a whole scar from the middle of my head to the top of my neck.
Yes.
And while it does not hurt anymore, I still know it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it hurts or not, you still know that it's there. And maybe because you took a little bit of that pain of an unhealed scar to where now you're smarter, because it's about learning lessons. And we never said the lessons were going to feel great. You know what I mean? And you're going to learn lessons until the day that you leave this human experience. So you're going to have to remember. You better. Either you're going to learn them the way that you want to, or you're going to learn them by getting your ass knocked on your ass over and over again.
Some people just don't never learn, though.
And they don't realize that they get knocked on their ass. I've watched someone completely go to the bottom numerous times. A person that I had wished in the moment of what we were going through in our relationship hit rock bottom because I was in pain. I have seen that person hit rock bottom so much to where I don't even want to see it anymore, to the point where now I'm like, well, nigga, let me help you so that you don't have to fall so low, because I am remorseful that I asked to see it, but the fact that I have to see it over and over and over and over again, it breaks my heart.
I can understand that. The Brick said, for me, I've always had to look for the intentions behind what is said, and that may be your truth, but it may not apply to me and to your experience with me. It could be something on your end, if that makes sense. It does.
Absolutely.
It absolutely does. There are so many layers to pain, so many lessons related to the pain. I see you, Dina.
Absolutely.
Yes. Message. Come on, Keeper. I see you. I just think that, coming into all of that, you like, okay, so I've experienced A, B, and C. I know when you've been like, I have a guy friend now that I'm very, this is again my dating issues. Okay. I'm very matter of fact.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I am. And so I don't get the chance, and I'm saying that it's very serious, to do but I'm a girl, sir, because his experience with women is they're irrational. So I have to be, not disconnected from my emotions, just more so, okay, so what up? Okay, what you know what I'm saying? And so if I say, but I don't want to today, he was like, oh, and it's a shocker. I'm like, okay, so if I've told you, I'm a woman. I want girl stuff. And I feel the same emotions. I don't respond erratically. You get what I'm saying? I weigh my options differently than some. You get what I'm saying? And I make better choices than some. I'm not finna stalk you, follow you, harass you, beg you. I'm not doing any of those things. I have the feelings that come along with wanting your attention or wanting these things, or whatever the case may be. I feel those things. My response to them and how I request them, and you know what I'm saying, or denote that these things are required for me, are just different than women who aren't as mature in this space. You get what I mean? So if I say ever, and you might look at me and be like, oh, but she is a girl. Now I want to punch you in your shit.
Absolutely.
Because I just told you, and I'm not literally, I want to. Like, these things cross my mind. I have to tell my guys all the time, wait, bro, talk to my brothers, my guy. I'm a girl. And I think to do those things, it crosses my mind.
Don't think it doesn't.
It absolutely, like right here. Sometimes I'd be like, I pause that moment, which for you, see, in this life is like 2 seconds, but in my head was like 3 hours. A whole scenario went down, fam, and the things that went down in my mind, I'm probably not gonna say out loud because if it ever happened, then I'm gonna be self-incriminated.
So you just ruin your head until you just put yourself to sleep.
So you get
like,
it there and you be
shit.
like, give me
this,
and you lay out the scenarios, and then you be like, this one,
right?
This is the one. This is
there
the
are
one right here.
5. Remember we talked about this?
Yeah, you're like
4 answers to questions that you already know. 4 different scenarios that you can already calculate just from what you analyze, from what you know, from what you feel in any relationship or the beginning of a relationship. And of course, we always get hit with the surprise of 5, and that is what intrigues me because I've already calculated 4 instances, but number 5, you actually presented me with a number 5. Damn, a challenge. You know what I mean?
Right. And even in that number 5, you'd be like,
you been trying to work this shit out.
But it's so much, and I personally want to be able to just be.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like I just want to be. I don't want to have to. I don't even want to care. And I know this is gonna sound so some of y'all be like, well, I'm not dating anybody that's dating somebody. I'm not.
Yeah, we're single.
I don't want to care if you're seeing someone else. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to have any of that insecure issue that there is someone else that I am competing for your time.
I'm not competing.
I don't want that. I'm not going to do
I'm
it.
Not competing.
I'm not. And if that's what you see her then and them and whoever. And if I feel like being bothered with you when you come this way, then I will. And if I don't, then I won't. And you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to have to stress about lying about where I am, trying to cover up what you're doing, figuring out where you are, how much stuff. Who has that type? People do it all the time.
Abuse people.
I'm not though. I'm not, and I'm not. I'm okay with. I don't have to talk to you every hour today. I'm not you had all day and you couldn't text me. I have no friends now because of that. I mean, not literally. I would have no friends now. They'd be like, "Did you didn't see my message?" I did, but I figured that I had some time because you texted it me, fam. I don't read all the text messages. Why you didn't call me? I would lose all my friends. I'm just keeping it 100. If my friends were not like understanding that capacity, friend tell you be like, nigga, I texted you 3 days ago. I seen it and then I said I was gonna call you, get you back, and you was like, that's why I just called. Right. Because if you and in my mind I want to do better, but in my mind I'm like, but if you need me, you just call me. If it's emergency,
but
and
it's also got to be okay because
it's got to be okay
with somebody else's trauma. Like, okay, we're not in a romantic relationship, but then bringing it all the way back to the beginning, then you get these possessive ass friends. Like, I need you to heal your shit because I can't be that for you.
Like you being that,
I need
if
that.
You doing that to me as a friend,
for me.
If you're doing that to me as a friend,
I can only imagine how you are in a fucking relationship.
Like how. Get your ass out of here, family.
I hate a needy ass friend.
If you're doing that to me as a friend, I can only but imagine what your expectations are.
I need you to be okay with 2 weeks going by that we don't talk to each other, and then come back together, not with, well, what the f I do to you?
Why was you for 2 weeks though? You was busy for 2 weeks. Oh my God.
Or I just don't feel like talking.
Because I just don't.
Is that okay?
It's okay. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, or maybe it's emergency. Why you think?
They made your friends. They made your friends. That's they pain. That's their generational curses. That's they shit. That's not your shit.
Look, Dina said, bring your trauma and your partner brings theirs. Your job is to find a way to heal yours. He's keeper if he chooses to heal his. That's when the real love begins.
Agreed.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Keeper said private investigators. I am not with no pay. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what people be doing. I'm like, what you doing all of that?
Why are you? But then remember, we also had this conversation, which we're gonna have to have it. Why are you looking at her? Why does it matter? Why do you want him to tell you about whether or not
because she was pretty. Because she was pretty. Did you see her? Did you see her? The stuff that I'm attracted to. She had some. Because it could have been anything. Her face, her smile, her skin, her hair, her shape. Something. People you don't become blind. When you get into a relationship, your attractiveness to your desire.
I'm talking about women looking up other women.
That's all I'm trying to explain to you. Yeah. You don't. It just go. Leave it.
Why does it matter? Do you know at the Sherman Phoenix, my ex told me that there was some woman that looked me up, talked about how I wore my hair natural, talked about, oh, you like them light-skinned girls, all of this shit, right? And I'm like, the fuck is she worried about me for? We ain't been together in years, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is that? My ex-husband. This was a woman that he was sleeping with, and
she wanted
to know who his ex-wife was, and I'm his first ex-wife.
Okay.
He got a whole nother one.
Listen, you remember?
Do you know this woman stared me down in the Sherman Phoenix parking lot?
Fam, you remember we was at the Mecca and that girl came up and she was like, so how's your last name down there again? Do you remember me telling you that?
No.
And the girl, I was like, I was married to, was you? Oh.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I remember that.
Like,
I remember that.
Hold on 1 second. Hello? I think your girlfriend up here.
Exactly.
He was like, what? And I was like, hello, telephone.
Right.
And she was like,
right.
I think your girlfriend wants something.
Exactly.
Because she over here giving me orders.
I don't feel safe right now. Like,
I didn't feel
why
safe.
are you looking? Why do I matter?
Well, I understand, but I get it. Some people have insecurities. I'm not saying it's okay.
She mattered.
It mattered.
Evidently, you don't give a fuck because he got a woman and you still fucking him. You don't give a damn about what she think of you.
Let me hug my baby. Let me hug my baby.
Am I right though? So why you worried about her? You wasn't worried about her when you knew that was her whole man.
My girl standing here.
Do you hear me?
Ain't that the song? That's it right there. That's it right there. Auntie Rita says, so both of you ladies are highly intellectual. So do you or would you settle for less? Settle for less than what, Auntie?
Right. Settle for less income? Yes.
We can build. I know how to get money.
Right.
Settle for less what? I need to know what though.
Settle for less intelligence. You got to have a willingness to learn. You got to be interested. You got to have the ambition. As I would be wanting to learn things from you. Show me your genius. I'll show you mine.
I can't date nobody that can't show me something.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. You got to have something.
Yeah, something.
You got to have
Remember
something.
I said earlier.
But chances are, if I'm attracted to you, it's because you got a thing.
Because you got a thing. Yeah. You might not even know you got that thing. But if I see your thing, now mind you, I'm at an age now where I don't really do potential. Yeah. However,
I can't.
If you got a thing, but you don't know that you got a thing, and if I show you got a thing, and you be like, fuck that thing, then guess what? And ain't no argument, ain't no heart, ain't no
it's just
lost.
Okay. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I
In a
love
man,
you,
so if he's not as intellectual, I couldn't date anybody that wasn't.
He's got to have a genius. He's got to have a thing,
something. And I couldn't date anybody that wouldn't. That you have to be able to communicate on this level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm talking to somebody kid.
If I'm having a conversation with you and you don't understand half the shit that I'm saying, I'm no longer speaking to you.
And because in an intimate space.
Yeah, in an intimate space. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. When it comes to dating.
Right.
Not when I'm talking to people, because the ancestors have blessed me with many different ways to communicate. So I got you. You know what I mean? And folks got me when I don't understand. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, when it comes to communicating with his intellect or his intelligence, or I'm not saying you even got to know all the words, because like my girl here, she read the whole damn dictionary.
I did it because
You know what I mean?
Listen, there were certain words I was fascinated with, and I felt like in order for you to be, I went straight like I was in California. Let me get myself together real quick. I felt like get out of here. I just wanted to know more, so I looked up the stuff.
Yeah,
Auntie said, can he be average when you want fine? You mean physically?
Physically.
Yeah,
It can be whatever he is. I'm attracted to whatever he is.
So it's more. I'm not a.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to body types,
can he be big when you want small? I've been attracted. I don't know. So I don't. Can he be? Let me tell you this. You can be brilliant. And if
at any size,
here's the you can be brilliant, like, or have a brilliance, and that mean when we say that, we mean you have a thing that you're either really really good at, or something that drives you, whatever that energy pushes you into a space. If your grill is messed up, this is me though, and I can't speak to nobody. Like if your mouth is either jacked up or messed up, and you have no desire to make it right. Then I probably couldn't date you.
Right. I got missing teeth, but I still got.
What if he ugly but super smart? But here we go. That's where I was going.
But it's not even about if he's ugly, because if he's highly intelligent, chances are I'm going to be attracted to him anyway.
To be something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's little bits and pieces of a part. Like I've dated not the most handsomest man in the city,
but they were beautiful to me.
Right.
Well, men don't like being called beautiful. Some men.
Right.
It's a compliment, y'all.
Crystal said, I'm typically attracted to those that are in need of something I possess: my heart, my mind, resources, encouragement, etc., because I'm always seeking balance. The problem comes in when my past partners weren't capable or willing to be my balance.
Yeah.
And, I think that in that space we don't communicate well what we need, and then we spend so much time giving of ourselves, because we're lovers and we're healers and we're givers, and we want people to be well, so we trying to make right by them, and we don't require enough in return.
Yeah, you got to let them know what it is you need from them,
and then not accept that. Now I'm that way. I'm at a point now where I ain't gonna say I'm at a point now, because that's why I'm divorced twice. Because that's just a straight up truth.
Did not. She was intolerable.
When things got a certain way, I was like, nah, I'm good on that. And we can't no compromise. No, okay. And it wasn't easy. I'm not saying I was just like, I'm out this piece. Okay, I'm straight. It was never that.
But she didn't look back.
Exactly. Let me see. Charlene said, yes, I'm too old to be building a man and potential. I've been there, done that. Ended in L's, too many withdrawals and not enough deposits. Don't blame him. It's what I allowed. Exactly. Trying to see the best instead of reality.
Right.
He has to be fuck-wittable, period.
She said fuckable.
Oh, fuckable. I thought she said he has to be fuckable. Wait, what?
She said he has to be fuckable.
Kiva.
Okay, so Kiva, wait
a minute, because
I know she ain't saying that.
Look, Canby said what's fuckable.
Y'all know what fuckable is.
Everybody got different attractions.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that she said it.
I'm surprised that Kiva said that.
Yeah, because and fuckable is, if you are sapiosexual, then you attracted to what his mind is doing first, and then that makes the sex all the better. Let's hoping that. But then
some people settle, fam.
Yeah, they settle
on the short.
Oh, there's another thing that we could tell you, TT. I don't settle for inadequate equipment.
I'm not talking to you right now. Okay, Crystal said I'm at a point now where once my half is full, I'm out. Exactly. I understand that, Kiva. Crystal, I'm not. I see I just ignored the shit out of what she just said, because she know why. He has to bring just as much as myself when coming to my table, period. I
agree. Okay.
So did you mean fuck-wittable? Because I think you just said.
Because you sent me on the tangent.
I think you just said fuckable. I think Kiva, Queen, and let's be clear. I just for clarity, for our sanity. Did you mean fuck-wittable or did you mean fuckable? Because that's not the same thing, sis. And Yep. Y'all see how y'all would see how y'all would read. Y'all read into free. I'm not playing with free. I'm not going. You know what? Check this out. It is 3:58. We at the top of the hour. We're gonna sit live on Facebook just a little bit longer because this conversation just took a turn for the JPA HBC that we prepping for starting in September.
Sorry, y'all.
No, don't be sorry because we're going there real quick. So I want to thank y'all for being back with me. Thank y'all for welcoming me back with open arms and all this mad love. You get what I'm saying? It's been super, super great. BlowRadio.com is the best place to be. Best place to be for it all. Because 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we got it all. And today it's your girl, JustPatrice, and my homegirl, my sister friend, my love, Freebie in the building. And you know what? You didn't give me the intro, so give me your freebie one time before we get up out of here. Do you remember it?
Fancy, fly, funky, fresh, fabulous, and most importantly, fatal. Free bird.
That's what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? You just in your soul. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to thank y'all for hanging out right here on BlowRadio.com. Is always the place to be, and I will be back next week, Tuesday. I'm so glad I got you. I'm saying, just give me a second. That is not true, Cam Beeson. You sit tight, and we'll be right there in 1 second. I'm going to read it. I got you. Hold on 1 second. So here's the deal, okay? September 9th, save the date, is Wednesday, September 9th, official hump day, launch of Headboard Conversations will be coming to BlowRadio.com late night. So all that sexy, extra good pizza is going down right here. And shout out to the sponsors for getting it all together, locking it in. I'm ecstatic. But we'll talk about that a little and others as the days come. Stay tuned for the promo because that'll be jumping off soon. It is all love as always. Don't forget, if you get an opportunity to make your donations to the Homeward Blow Foundation Inc., which is official because we couldn't do the standard birthday party for the kids. There are some other things into works. If you'd like to know more about that, feel free to inbox homewardblow@gmail.com. Or I am JustPatrice@gmail.com, and we'll get that information right over to you. As well as always, it is a pleasure to be here with you, spending time with you. I've missed you, and I love you dearly. Y'all sit tight. If you are live on Facebook, the show will continue. We're going to get ready to wrap up over here on BlowRadio.com. And until next week, folks, baby,
Stepping into a whole nother world, baby. A world of hardcore punishment.
I guess it's about time I speak my mind, huh?
The views and opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect that of the staff and management of BlowRadio.com, but are the sole comments from the host and guest of this particular show.
Adiós míos, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe. Just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. It's okay. Take a day, girl. Take a day. To regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. 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 Let your trust. Let your trust. I know, right? Let it go. Hey. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let your trust. Hallelujah. Check 1 2. It's your girl. We are officially logged off of blowradio.com, but we are still live on Facebook and YouTube. So we're gonna extend the show just a little bit. Shout out to my boy Benefits. Hey boo. I thought we spoke to you earlier. I'm sorry. He said, don't make me. He said, let me try this again. Afternoon, ladies. He's talking to you free. Benny. Where your mic? You still need to be on the mic, baby. You still need to be on the mic. Still need to be on the mic.
I want to get yelled at. I'm sorry, Benefits. How you doing, baby?
Exactly. Kiba, that's why I put my hand up there so you didn't see what I was saying, fam. That's exactly why I put your lip reading ass, fam. Now look at me. So let's go back to at 3:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Canned Beats said, if there's an erection, here's this. He's fuckable, right? And there's dead air for a reason. And there's dead air for a reason. No.
Not at all.
No. Absolutely not would be the answer. And I'm curious as to how. No.
There. I mean, what did he say? Technically.
No, there's no. I left the comment there. He said, "If there's an erection."
Oh,
no, he didn't say technically.
Okay, so technically,
no, ma'am.
Just physiologically,
no, ma'am.
It is. It could potentially be in that type of situation.
Okay, so he don't gotta have no snake,
but.
And no anacondas.
No, we're not asking for uterus rippers. We're just.
I mean, you don't gotta have the anacondas, you know.
But there's a certain. He said we good now.
Good. Now we want to make sure we love. Right. It's all love, Benny. My bad, baby.
There's a certain type of penis size, girth that I require to be satisfied.
Okay.
And I've had different types of penises, and I just find that the penis that is most pleasurable to me is the one that I want to seek out, find, be surprised by. And I've tried, of course. I just have tried and found that another type of penis is not satisfactory to what it is that I need handled.
Okay. I understand where you going with that. Okay. No, Can Beats. No. Just no.
I just exercised when we talked about and said it in a completely different way.
You did, and I didn't do a good job. I didn't do a good job. I'm gonna be better.
Because it's true.
I mean, here's the thing in that situation, everybody, here's the thing. We all have different requirements. Exactly. However, an erection may not properly stimulate the vagina, thus negating the ability to be able to be considered actually fugging, because that's what we use in the G's, fugging. And with that being the case, then the answer would be free. No. Because fugging is actual vaginal penile penetration. And if you cannot
reach my G spot,
it can't get on the inside because you got this don't count. Okay.
And mine is slightly curved, so
I just never got an answer. I know I was waiting on the we was just giving you
get all that shit.
I was waiting for her. I was waiting for her to respond to that too as well, and she has not. Stick with it. If she's still here, I wanted to know if she said fuckable or so you meant fuckable, not fuckwittable. Is that right, Kiva? Please, you never answered that question. I need to know that answer. Did you mean that he needs to be fuckwittable, or did you really mean that he needs to be fuckable? What? Please, ma'am. Please, ma'am. I'm just gonna take a few moments, and I know you know all of that can be. It was fun. That's all.
Yeah, we just like messing with you.
Just fun. Just good fun, guys. Mm-hmm. 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 What, Free? Free always trying to start into a fight every time.
I do not.
free the friend that you get into a fight with out in the streets, even if you wasn't meaning to. Because somebody gonna say something and you be like, oh, damn. But every night I got to fight to prove my love.
With me.
And then she start laughing.
With me?
Not nobody fighting you. Not while they with me, but it's
like, with me.
Let me just be mad. And she laugh in their faces like she doing right now. And you be like, damn it. And you know.
I am a straightforward, I am a plain spoken woman. I make it very plain.
Mm-mm. Kiva, where are
she
you?
Ain't coming back.
Are you saying this right? No, with
fuckwittable.
Oh no.
No, she's fuckwittable. Yeah.
That level. On every level that I require her. Oh,
so it's fuckwittable.
She mean fuckwittable. Yeah. So okay, so let's address the conversation then. So she meant fuckwittable, not fuckable.
Okay.
Which change two totally different scenarios.
I still said what I said. I said what I said, though.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that you would not retract. I knew you was not going to retract.
I meant every word I said.
Every word I've said it.
Every damn word I said.
I've said it, and that's what it's going to be. My pumpkin has said what she needed to say, you know. And I like nice friends like her. Why? I don't like because we could have a good time.
We do have a good time.
Crystal said, which includes fuckable. Amen.
Thank you, Crystal.
Well, she said, and I said what I said because I said it.
And I said what I said. I just got a slick ass mouth. It's a problem. I got a slick ass mouth, but now that is the problem though, because the men I found don't know when I'm kidding because I got such a slick ass mouth.
What are you doing about that, Francis? Oh, I'm sorry.
I've not put myself in a relationship.
Exactly.
So that they don't have to deal with my slick ass mouth.
And there's the answer.
I know my rights.
I've opted out of a relationship because
I don't need to be in a relationship. I mean, I would like to be, but I got to figure out how to make it seem like I'm not being so forward in my truth.
So this happened to me this weekend. Okay. I know you got it, and I know that you can, but I'm going to do it. That was the conversation. Okay. So and if you know, this is what I'm saying. So if you know men-women conversation. So he says to me, I know you got it. I know you can, but I'm going to do it.
You ain't got to worry about my slick ass mouth.
I was like,
Because you shut me up. I'd be like, well okay.
And it was real simple.
Guess there's
I
not
was
much
like,
left for me to
like,
say.
I was like, oh, I got that. I know you got it. He said, no, I'm gonna do it. I said, no, but I got it. It just, I promise you. It said, I left my whatever. I'm gonna take care of this. And I was like, oh, I got it. And he was like, no, I'm gonna take care of it. I said, oh, I got it. He said, I know you got it. I know you can, but I'm going to do it.
I like that shit.
I was like,
I like that shit. And you didn't need to tell me that the Milky Way was following me to communicate that either. You just said it the way you said it, and I was like, all right, then I got okay.
This is me packing my stuff
right.
up and going to have all the seats.
Right.
All the seats. I was like, oh. I said, what? And I looked and I was like, and I was like, okay. And I watched what he was like, And I looked at him, I was like, what? He was like, submission.
When I'm in a relationship, I come alive. You get more of that.
I was like, because he killed me with the submission. That was the slick mouth follow up, and I still didn't say this. And I was like, then I walked away. I was like,
and see, I'd be the type of with the submission, then that go my slick ass mouth. Because I would have been like, compromise.
I didn't say nothing.
Fucker. Goddamn submission.
I wanted to, and I didn't say anything because I saw it, and he stood like in all his stature. I was looking, I was like, and then to myself, I mumbled, you understand?
I would have followed up with a single word.
See, but I didn't
compromise
because then I know that would have created a better situation. But it was fly as fuck. Like
I say submissive, you better be expecting something to come after that. But it should be all in fun because you understand the situation.
Moment, he giggled and was like, I was like, oh, did you? It's about to go down a bit. Don't do it, Tracy.
I ain't got it in me.
And then I said, put my sleeves down.
I ain't shit.
Put my sleeves down.
I ain't never claimed to be.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I looked, and then you can see it. Submission. Oh, that's what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Did you know what? One for you.
Grace. She gave him grace.
I just said it because I was like, okay, one for you.
Yeah, and I don't mind being one up. But when it comes to that overpowering male shit, I'm like, yeah.
Well, where's the line in that though? Is there a line?
Well, no, we live in a society that is highly catered to them. So on all of their arrogance and audacity, tenacity.
But for what we are expecting, do you get what I'm saying? But for what we are expecting of them, is that not fair?
For me?
Fact, fam, not feeling fact.
Like, I'm like, for me, no.
Not feeling fact. For what we
are objectively.
You walking around.
I can objectively understand that school of thought.
Look at you. Look at you.
I can agree with that school of thought.
Indeed. I don't know where his unmarried brothers are, Auntie. That's Monique. Says, I don't know. So Auntie Rita said, I'm gonna try to steer y'all back to the clean version. If there's no chemistry when you meet, do you give it a chance and develop, or do you walk away? I've never. Let me take that back. If I meet you and there's no chemistry, then there's no interest in it for me.
There's nothing.
If you are pursuant of me, then you are going to create opportunities for us to be able to let it develop.
Yes.
Because if we meet initially, there's no chemistry there, we'll probably just do this.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? However, if you are pursuant because there was something for you, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to create an opportunity for us to develop it unbeknownst to me. Because initially, I'm not attracted. Could it develop if the situation is put there? I know that work wives and work husbands. You go to work with people see every day and be like, hey, what's going on? Then all of a sudden, girl, did you bring him something to eat today? But it don't mean nothing. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Oh, it does, but it doesn't. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. That would be my answer, Auntie Rita. That would be my answer.
Who was that just said it?
Who? Charlene. Yeah.
Charlene says she tries, but it
usually
doesn't develop. But that's all about, because it's got to be something. That's something that we're talking about. He's got to have something. His pursuit, it's still got to be like there's something. He's got something. Let me go and give him a chance. But usually, when the chemistry isn't there, the chemistry just isn't there. So then it's a different conversation, because it's like, okay, you're being pursuing me in a way that feels super crawly. Like, now I got to be like blocking you and, acting like I don't know you in public and shit because you got a little crazy,
Right. I mean, but I can.
When really you're not crazy, you're just pursuing, thinking that you should persevere, and there's no chemistry, so you shouldn't.
But actually, Monique said chemistry is there or not. Let a fondness or like and develop, but not chemistry. So I can generally grow to like somebody as a friend. You get what I'm saying? And I say as generally because it starts off there. I mean, we can start from a space of a friendship, and if he's interested in me enough to allow that to develop. I mean, I can't say I don't know nobody. If I'm on a date with you and we're in a space where we're trying to date, like I come up to you or we meet and you're trying to date with me, if you don't create a scenario for us to engage some other time from that and I'm not attracted in that moment, we won't.
Right. And then not to mention, once you start having these conversations, then it becomes, if we're talking about chemistry, we have to honor the fact that that's physical chemistry too. And it's feral. It's very, that comes with time. But I don't think that there's some women that can look at a man and know, which is unfair. I'm not physically attracted to you, so
I'm probably
not fucking with you.
Right. But he could grow there if he created the opportunities.
Exactly. If he's
you
got
gotta create
something,
you gotta create if we know somebody that you're gonna run into me often enough, if we at the spot, this my spot, I'm gonna be there, then be around. And you would be seen planning farming us, nigga.
Absolutely.
Get to do what you do, because it's possible. Kiva said that's how I got my first ugly boyfriend. Dude grew on me, laughing but very, very, very serious. Y'all stupid. Steve said from a man's side, there has to be chemistry. There's no way I'll pursue a woman if there's no chemistry from day one. Okay. That's what he say. Monique said, if I don't feel you on day one, no dice. But see, I don't know that. I have friends like a guy. I mean, I met you. We hung out, or we were all in the same space or meeting with somebody, and you may have been attracted to me. If I wasn't necessarily attracted to you, you know what I'm saying? It's probably up to you to be like, I need to see her again. Hey, who do you know? You know what I'm saying? So you can create a moment.
Think of how we do it. When we're attracted to a man, we got to figure out who he with, who he roll with, what he do, what his sign is. Like,
where he gonna be? I need to
where
see
he
me
gonna
a couple
be
times.
exactly,
and I need to be in this space a couple times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to set a space.
I want to scope him out.
Exactly. I want to be able to do that. Monique said, I don't even marry people with relationship in mind. I gotta enjoy friendship first, but even then there has to be some sort of chemistry. Got to be a vibe or something for anything. I don't know. I'm see. Here's the thing. I've been in a room with people. You get what I'm saying? And you just be there because you know so many people. It could be somebody in the room that has an attraction to me. And if he speak to me, and if I'm, oh hey, how you doing? And I keep it moving. You get what I'm saying? It's on him to create an opportunity for us to meet again, for him to have the opportunity to try to vibe with me. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't have nothing. And if he on his stuff, he gonna get a moment.
Right.
There'll be a break. If there's an opportunity, come on, sir.
And that goes back to that narcissistic appeal. I like that you are pursuing me. This is nice. It's good. If there's chemistry.
Auntie Rita said, but does instant chemistry, or dare I say lust, which people confuse, lead to love? Exactly. So it can.
I believe it can.
I believe it can, because it develops naturally.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Because physical attraction is not something that we control, just like how it is once we fall in love with that person. it's like I said, it's feral.
Right.
It's
I
not.
believe
It's
that,
complete physical attraction,
right.
and
You
that's
can't
it's
change who you
pheromones,
you
which
can't
is
help who you attracted
also
to.
a chemical makeup. It's pheromones. It's just on the most basic part of being attracted, that animalistic, feral, physical attraction.
Canby says, sorry, my phone died. So if y'all was talking shit, I missed it.
We wasn't.
We wasn't, sir. All I'm saying is it could be. You get what I'm saying? It could be. And if physical attraction, I can't help who I'm attracted to.
Right. That's a no-brainer.
And what I do about it is where the issue you comes in with people. If you attracted to somebody, you can't help that. You can shut it down. You can ignore it because it's what you do about it. You cannot help an initial attraction.
I'm attracted to many people. They have no freaking idea. You think I'm gonna tell everybody? There's an attractive man.
Oh, but like he make my loins dry.
Exactly. It's just okay. I have that feeling. I'm gonna move on, and I can be in a whole relationship feeling that way about somebody else. Not wanting to cheat, but just that, oh, goodness. You know what I mean?
Yes, that one right there, ma'am. I felt that.
I have an appreciation.
I felt that right here, right in the top of my diaphragm. I felt that one.
I have an appreciation.
Baby, listen. Let me get myself together. I feel the energy right then. And if you don't come off as somebody that I want to be around again, no math exchange. Oh, no.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to exchange no math. None at all. But if you on your stuff and you felt something and you want something from me, he can find you.
He will.
He will.
Just
trust
like
me.
we find
Just
him.
like we find him. And trust me, I've seen somebody been attracted to somebody and was like, yeah, I probably gonna make sure he see me again. You get what I'm saying? Can be said, I've been addicted to some cooch before. That chemistry is powerful. Okay.
Please don't tell me you did no crazy shit.
I want to know. I got questions. He may have. Have you was you doing pookie shit?
You better not have been out here doing that shit.
What you mean?
Because I'm
I
glad
need
your
to know,
phone
bruh.
is plugged in because I'm about to get
I
your
need to know. I
ass.
need to know. Can you say, "Hey, Patrice and Freebie, what's good,
Hey,
baby? How you doing?" Charlene said, "The power of the cooch is real. Y'all crazy."
The power of the PUSSY.
But I'm just saying, the power of it all, it can be quite strong, and you don't want to say nothing about it. I get it, but you said no. I just couldn't stop going back. Hey, that's okay.
Okay, that's good.
I feel you. And
it's happened before.
Yeah, it's definitely happened before. I'm just saying, right? Won't bust a grape in a grapevine. You so stupid. I just feel like if I'm attracted to you, and I've been there, you get what I'm saying? I could be in a situation where I saw somebody, and there was nothing off jump. He may not have even seen me. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, let me find out who that is real quick. And then, it's nothing to make a couple phone calls, flash a couple, hey, this person, whatever the case may be, and to make it so that you can put yourself or them in a situation of, you know what I'm saying, that is not unreasonable.
And it doesn't happen for everyone.
You know what I'm saying? It's just somebody you see it, or so that's you responsible for that. You stupid. Can't be said be sitting in Whole Foods and see some shit that reminds you of the cooch and be like, don't do that. In Whole Foods, fam. You never mind. I'm not playing no games. Yeah, I'm concerned that he was in Whole Foods
looking at roast beef and turkey.
I don't know what he was looking at.
Can we?
Hey,
stop it!
I didn't do nothing.
Stop talking.
I'm just.
That's what I'm telling him.
Okay.
Stop. You stop it.
The silence.
No, I there's different types of chemistries. because it's different chemical makeup. So I can say honestly, in my opinion, that it has a lot to do with physical attraction as well as energy. Because I can be physically attracted to you initially,
and then be
but
like,
then
oh,
if you got once I feel your energy, then I'm like, oh no,
dude,
you just
what about
a pretty face.
What about when you first meet somebody and it's all a regular? There's no vibe, no nothing. Okay, you like, dude, let's just perfectly.
That's
say,
actually happened to me.
His house. You at a party. I'm gonna give y'all the scenario. You at a gathering of sorts, because we too old to go to the party. But you know what I'm saying? We at a gathering, and you meet somebody. Oh, this is my guy, blah blah whatever. You're like, oh hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And not a oh, he's attractive. No tingles, no flags, no nothing set off. Okay, and not that he was ugly or unattractive. There was just nothing for you in that second. Okay, it was just, oh, okay, nice to meet you, and then back to what you was doing or whatever the case may be. And not that he was even putting out any energy because he was feeling you. There was nothing, no connection or whatever. So follow me on this, okay? Have you ever been in a space like that when that happened, and then you might see in same night, same moment, you might see them do something, hear them say something, and now all of a sudden you like,
mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because there was no chemistry initially, but then something happened and you're like, oh, hey. So wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? It changed the whole thing. Have you ever experienced that?
I don't know. Yes, I have. I have experienced that before. I'm like, I don't know that I've seen them do something, and I'm like, hey, how are you? What's your name? Who do you hang with? What do you do for a living? And then that becomes the investigative research and all those other things that you have to do to make sure this person is legit. But then it's also been in the same night where I started talking to this person, and I was like, you're just a pretty face.
So let me you so crazy. Monique Harden saying married him. Yes, indeed. Can't be said for real though. Let me try to get back to this comment. I'm sorry. For real though, I didn't have to be physical up front. It don't have to be physical up front. The good conversation is a mug. Yes, it is.
Agreed.
Yes, it is.
It makes the physical part all the more worth it.
And then he also said one time she quoted Big Crit, and that's it, right? And did he say that?
Yeah.
Okay, Crit. And I lost my mind thinking about it. That's what I'm saying. Sai, what's good, baby girl? Glad to have you join the conversation. So I've been in a scenario where I met somebody and was like, oh, okay, nice to meet you, whatever. No feelings, no oohs, no tingles, no chemistry, no nothing, right? And more than one time, because the little things get me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
This brother gets on the mic, and I don't know if it was the combination of the lyric or this particular piece, and then I was bedazzled. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me.
And I was like,
you know who did that to me.
Be like, come here again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But see, and that opened up a piece of their mind. I've also heard somebody sing all of a sudden, or seen somebody pick something up. I seen it, and like what did I remember one time me and J Dub were moving some stuff, whatever, and he picked up a chest. Okay, not the dress or the actual chest, and like tossed it over his shoulder like a book bag and carried it up some stairs. And I was like, You get what I'm saying? So it's things that you got
physical.
It was
pheromone.
I don't know what it was.
Feral.
That's true. I watched a guy do push. Let me tell you, I didn't even see him doing the push-ups. I was looking somewhere else, and I did this, and I instantly could smell the
shit.
I was like, and then I looked and found him, and was like, hey, all of them.
You are pollinating my air.
Pheromones, sir. Get out of here. Or come here. Whichever the case may be. So it's happened to where he would say, yep, that's how I got hooked. Monique could say he and I were engaged in a conversation with several other people. I'm sitting here patiently waiting my turn, and then he opens his mouth and says every single thing that was in my head.
Oh, don't you love those? I love those.
I leave straight up. I free
Oh,
me like, oh, this, I'm
love
like, I'm out.
those.
I'm out.
Stuff that you be afraid to say out loud because it's gonna be a little too much, and they just shit. They just say that stuff. It's like, How did you know?
Never mind. I'd be scared of them.
How did you know?
Scared. Like,
you are so fucking cool.
You're so great. Your shoulder.
Let me hit your shoulder and laugh.
Funny. When he said he and I were engaged in a conversation. Did I read that? Yeah. So she said 6 months later, I married him. The marriage lasted 17 days.
Oh.
I got to examine my heart at all times. Whoa. Woo. Yeah. Okay. That's intense. Saying that's man. It's crazy how you get caught up into those spaces, whatever the case may be. And I'm like in a dire, I don't want to say sucker, but a sucker for, you get what I'm saying? Each certain types of things. Like if you got a thing, I'd be like,
it is. Like, how did you learn how to do that?
What you can you do it again?
Can you teach me? I just want to watch you do it.
Yes.
Can you do this again? Can you do that again?
And then to watch somebody in their element, you get what I'm saying? Like I told you, Lamont was glowing. I'm not lying. I was like, you glowing. He might not have been, but in my whole mind, it was a whole scenario happening. You get what I'm saying? It was. So, and y'all know, you don't know nothing about me. You know, Treese love the DJ. I'd be like, boy, if you don't touch that music, touch it all over and just touch the music, please. Yes, the albums, the whatever buttons, push them. Yep, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Musicians, you know what I'm saying? People who create.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And it's what it is. Sai said, for me, it was the way he listened. I used to talk shit and he called me on it.
Oh, yeah, I love that too. I like that too.
Come on. You started to do something. What you do was just watching his old school cars. Something about him and how dude waxed on and waxed off. You know what I'm saying? Baby. Can't be said, I ain't do shit. Oh, you did. He's a 17 days prince. The keeper actually started this, Charlene.
Yeah.
But that's that thing. Like, I like to watch a man walk. I think it says a lot about who he is.
I do too.
You get what I'm saying? And watching him in a certain scenario, in a certain space, move in a certain way, it tells you about him, how he carries his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Whether he all talk, you get what I'm saying? Whether it's his ego in play right now, you can see all of that in how proud or tall or erect he is.
Broad.
All of that. I
like his back when he walks.
I'm almost poured the water out.
I got to look at your back. First, I'm going to look at your walk, then I'm going to look at the way you carry it. But yeah, my ex was like that. He had the ability to walk into a room and everybody he touched lit up. Just setting electric current through him.
See, that's so fly.
Just filling folks up everywhere he went.
See,
still probably filling folks up everywhere he go.
Look at Shantae, wide, broad shoulders. Look at y'all. See,
you gotta have a strong back.
You gotta have a strong back, and I don't like to see men hunched over.
No,
this, sir. Rolling back. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Open this up a little bit. Let me see what you like. The auntie. That's it. Confidence. Could you don't slide over there. Don't drag yourself over there. Go on and walk.
Don't slide through life. Pick up your feet.
Pick up your feet, baby. Let me go and see you step into the 2021 real fast. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his hands.
Oh yeah, his hands are a big thing.
To keep having said strong arms. Yeah,
I started stuttering. Yes, all of those things. Yep. Mm-hmm. I got to be able to look at your hands. And
you know what? I don't like men that bite their fingernails.
You do?
I do not.
Oh, who does?
I don't like men whose nails are too long.
Who does?
You got it.
And dirty nails. I know you're working hard, but just clean your nails.
I'd be so serious. I'm like, could you cut your nails?
Just clip them regularly.
Could you trim?
I do a manicure and pedicure. I don't mind touching your feet.
Do you need me to do it? No, whoa.
I know how you are about feet. I'm not that way about
I'm like, whoa, time. Hello, where's the flag? Listen, I will, but if you look like you've been stumping the yard, fam, I got some people. I can get you hooked up.
I don't mind it.
If you look like you've been dragging cement trucks, fam,
we just gonna get you a good soak first, baby. That's all.
If your feet
stink, I ain't fucking with you.
Like
but
you've been chasing Forrest, I'm done. I'm just kidding. And I mean Forrest Gump, but y'all know he ran around the country. I cannot. If your feet look like you put up drywall,
like you perching on rocks and shit,
like you use your feet to put up the drywall in the house, it's over. If your feet look like you poured concrete with your feet, I'm out here. I can't. They don't got to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to be soft like our little friend. They don't got to be like that. But if let me read this. Okay, Heaven said strong arms. Yes, keep it said. And when he walked past me, and I still smell him across the room, baby, come through.
Intoxication.
But let me tell you right now, ask Homer, and I'm so weird about that. And any man, but I'm really particular about, like, if it's my friend's guy or something, whatever, then I don't cross any lines of disrespect. But I move. If don't come by me smelling like life. This is like that time I sniffed Neo. I was like, I'm about to lay down. I'm just simply saying. Keeper also said, let his hands.
I'll tell him he smell good.
Be clean. I'm like, oh, that's a nice cologne. I'm mindful of how I do it. But in that moment, again, you can't help attraction. I'll be like, don't slap yourself, Patrice. Oh, bro, that's dope. What kind of cologne is that? You'd be straight. Be like, golly. Get out of here. Keeper said, let his hands be clean. Baby, touch me. Charlene said that cologne has a strong hug. Y'all be wanting to be squozed.
And they don't let go. I be all uncomfortable and awkward and shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna let go. And they be like, nah, he letting you go. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling trapped. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Can you let me go, please? Stupid. Can you let me go? I feel too restricted. I am a free bird. If you are hindering my wingspan, I feel very insecure.
That is, she means that metaphorically as well.
Yes.
Cy Robinson said his dimples. Auntie Rita said, how unfortunate these older dudes try to act like young dudes. Such a turn off. Just me. I'm older than you all. Y'all.
You right.
You right. Rita. No. I don't just listen. I'm 46 these days. Okay. I don't mind looking at you if you got gray hair. So why would I want you to get rid of
love
that?
seeing the gray hair.
Like,
y'all can't see all my gray hair, but I love.
Mine are finally coming in. I'm so excited.
Mine have been here for about 5 years.
I've been trying to get them.
So much so to look at this. No, it's white.
I told you that. But that's gorgeous. That's fly.
I'm keeping it.
You keeping my hair gonna stay red.
I'm keeping it.
So it's gonna be in and out, in and out. Let me see.
Somebody's old lady out here.
But Sis Monique said running through the back dirt road. I don't want his feet to look like that. I don't want his feet to look like he been running through the old dirt road. Saying. Let me see what else I got over here. Chasing hogs, mud ass.
Shut your ass up.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want that, fam. Please don't have your feet looking like that. That's not okay. It's not okay. Like, I'm gonna tell you how bad it is for me, and I'm gonna keep reading the rest of these comments real quick. Keep said they look like you climb trees for a living, ninja. Bye. Come on, climb trees for a living. I can't do it. Nikki said, looking disgusting with the distinguished with the grays. Yes.
Grays. I love a man in his gray.
Let me tell you how obsessed I am. And Free, no, I don't like you to put your feet on me. You know, I gotta really, really like you for us to be able to be engaged like that. For even me to put my feet on you, even though I don't have ugly feet.
Her niece.
You know what I'm saying?
Her niece got her.
She did, but I love her. And that's different. That's my niece. You understand what I'm saying? That's different. But so I watch the weirdest shit on YouTube, okay? Including all of the foot doctors, all of the toe people, every last one of them. But I be thinking to myself, who is who is allowing this to go on?
They can't help it.
Shit. Girl, who allowed
I do.
At what point did you decide that you was not going to get that looked at? I don't understand. What made you feel like that
If
was
your
a
shit is
good decision?
Yeah.
Oh, I just died. You know what? What time is it? It's 4:44. Oh, look at that, 4:44. Come on, through the number. I see you. It stay with me too. And with that being the case, we're done for the day. I'm gonna go spend a couple more moments chopping it up with my sister before she have to run out here and grab my babies. I want to thank y'all. I know we went over about 45 minutes, but it's always good to have good conversation with y'all. I've missed you so dearly, and I'm glad you guys hung out for today. Man, I love my friend. I love you guys, and I really appreciate you genuinely for your continued love and support. And for those of you who have been here since the beginning of the show, and those of you who are riding us out to the end, mad love. Don't forget, it's Lucretia, right? Lucretia. She won the Lucretia. Oh, so Lucretia, do not forget to reach out to me. I'll try to inbox you as well. I want to make sure I get you the pair of J. Riley earrings. These are Sarah's. She got a whole bunch of these and they're so cute, multiple colors. And look at this. So we'll have her pick out her favorite color and we'll go from there. Y'all be safe. Have a great day. I'm sure I'll see you on live shortly or soon sometime. Before next week, Tuesday. But if I don't, remember that you are loved and we are still here with one more bell time, one less egg to fry. Okay, all right, let me get my ass out of here. It's all love. Y'all have a great day. Say bye-bye, Freebie.
Later, Gators.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
I'll holler.